All right, we're live, and we have the diehards in here. We've got Texas Bandit and Silverhair already here. Good morning, Todd, or good afternoon. We're already having a spirited debate in here, aren't we, Chris?
Yes.
About why Brad doesn't love us enough to show up.
Right.
That wasn't why.
That was not the debate.
All right, so the power cord, yeah.
JP?
Hi, Janet.
Yeah, the power cord might actually sell for you.
$886 plus shipping.
Does it sell?
Don't know. Let's see. We got
somebody.
We got one that's not that model that's sold $899 plus shipping. Another power cord $898 plus shipping. $999 free shipping on some other model. Are these new? Oh, these are new. That pre-owned one went for $899 plus shipping.
Vintage memories.
I guess I could do that, huh?
Yeah, might as well sell the cord. Chunk the rest. Go shoot it with a shotgun and make a TikTok. That's what Chad would do. Right?
Yeah.
There you go. Office Space that thing.
Oh, no. What the crap? No.
Oh, no, what the crap? What's happening? What's happening?
There's no ink cartridge in it, but when I turned it on the side, there's black ink all over the back of my table now.
Well, you're not supposed to tip a printer on its side.
What was wrong with your black ink cartridge?
Everybody knows this, Chris.
Well, it's going in a dump for sure now. Son of a gun, that's my clothing table. That's where I lay my clothes at, too.
Oh, no.
Golly. Look at that. Look at that.
Two sets that are
104 and 105. Oh, no. That's not good for your clothing desk. That ain't coming out.
Right?
4, 1. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 are the same. 1. I know. 2, 3, 4, and then this is separate. There's 2 sets of these.
Okay.
And then that single hot boss one.
Okay.
We gotta throw this thing out in the yard.
I told you, throw it out there and shoot it.
All that Fanta's going international.
Nice. Now everybody left me. Chris, come back.
Man, that makes me mad right there.
Canada.
Here you go, Chris. Where you at?
I'm here.
What I'm putting up there today.
Give me 1 second.
Amazon finally helped me decide to kick the
I
can.
had to take a picture of the power cord.
We've got a bunch of TV guides. They're all Star Wars.
Oh, wow. Brad's muted.
Brad's muted. Well, Brad ain't even there.
Oh, he ain't?
Well, his screen's there, but he ain't.
Man. Who's in the chat? Let's see here. Texas Bandits in the chat, looks like. Hello, everyone in the chat. I can't see everybody. I'm on the phone. Vintage, somebody's in the chat. Mary's in the chat. Hello, Mary. I can't recognize the.
Who's Mary in the chat? Oh, Mary McQueen's in there. Hey, Mary.
Yeah.
I didn't see you there.
Who's the one below Mary? The Vintage something or another.
Vintage Memories?
Okay. Hello, Vintage Memories. First time I seen that one. All right, let's put this power cord up.
Oh, let's see. Chris, how was your meetup? Mary wants to know.
Oh, it's nice. Hey, I won a $150 eBay gift card
Really?
in the drawing. Yeah.
There you go. Sourcing for the week is done.
That was pretty fun. I had a good time. It was probably 10, 15 people there. Had some new people there that I didn't know.
Dude, even I would put up with 10 or 15 people for a $150 gift card.
Do what?
I said even I would put up with 10 or 15 people for a $150 gift card.
Yeah.
PCL Fines is in there. Hey, Tanya.
But yeah, Evan was there. Flippy McPherson, I believe his name, something like that.
They ordered two things. They didn't just order this.
Evan turned me on to a great idea, though.
One in the house. I just say grab.
Print some more, ain't you?
I'm gonna have to print some more.
So, you guys use pirate ship to ship items, right?
Yeah. Not on eBay generally, but yeah, we use it for the dollar auction and we use it for our website.
So
sometimes.
Evan told me a trick about it. It's not really a trick, but we got to talking about it because of my claims and stuff. We was talking about all these claims that USPS is not honoring. And then somebody spoke up and said, well, I use pirate ship, and pirate ship, like within a matter of a couple of days, it's done. You know,
it's much easier to deal with claims.
Yeah. So Evan was telling me, he says, look, I have this Chase business card, credit card. He says, I connect it to my my pirate ship. He says, and I got both my eBay stores connected to pirate ship. He says, every Tuesday when I get my payout, I pay off the previous week on my card. He says, but the reason I use it,
you're talking about, Chris.
Huh?
That's a dangerous game you're talking about.
Yeah, he says the reason he uses it is because the card allows 3 times the points for every dollar you spent on shipping. And he takes those points and he puts them in the Hyatt hotel. And so everywhere he goes, he stays at the Hyatt for free because he has all these points built up from his shipping.
So you're talking about supporting your vacations. Is that what this is?
No, but I mean,
you have to, let me tell you, what he's talking about is really common. We used to do it with our big e-commerce store. We had a Capital One that gave 2% cash back on everything.
Yeah.
We could just cash it out for cash.
Right.
And we were spending probably 100, 150, 200,000 a month on that card.
Right.
And getting cash back points for it. And we were we were paying that card 2 or 3 times a week. And that's perfectly fine if you're doing it in a business like that where cash flow is never a problem. If you're in a business where sometimes cash flow can get tight, like what you're in, you miss that credit card payment and start paying 14% interest. You're going to wish you never got into that game.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now,
trust me.
we have capital built up in our eBay business to where we could do that. There's not enough volume on what we do to do it. So we don't mess with the credit card. We keep it on eBay. It's not worth the hassle. But I know a lot of people that do it. You have to be really disciplined, and you got to make sure the cash flow's there, because you can get yourself in trouble real fast.
Right. Upstate Picker's talking about he uses PayPal. Now, I have a question about that. Can you still move money from use PayPal to pay on labels with eBay?
I would imagine you could do it you could link your PayPal to Pirate Ship. Pay your Pirate Ship bill with PayPal, I would imagine.
Right. I'm thinking about switching over to Pirate Ship because of all these issues I've been having with USPS. And I was even talking about the sizing thing, how the issues I have with the sizing thing. Yep. And the lady that was there, she says, I have that all the time, but Pirate Ship covers me. So, and she says, and within a matter of she says sometimes it's not even a day. She said it could be a couple of hours from her filing a claim and they'll fix it. So I'm wondering if I ought to switch over to Pirate Ship and just do my stuff through Pirate Ship. However I do the labels, however I pay for them.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I know a lot of people that use it because I think Pirate Ship will link directly up to your account.
Right.
And if that's the case, to where it doesn't take you any extra work, like if I had to go copy and paste my addresses to print them on Pirate Ship every time, like we do on the dollar auction and on our own website, then I would use it. But if it links right up to eBay and makes it nice and easy, there's no reason.
Yeah,
that'd be fine.
I'm exploring some ideas.
In here has to do that. I'm sure it probably does link up. I think I've heard it does. Yeah, I like Pirate Ship, and they're right. The issues, when it comes to handling an issue, Pirate Ship is really good with it. They're a lot better than eBay is with it.
Well, that's good. I'm probably going to switch over. I just need some time to sit down and look at everything and figure out what cord I want to attach to it.
The only reason we don't is because of how easy it is.
I'll definitely have to attach a cord to it.
Yeah, see, Upstate Picker said he's very disciplined with his card. You really have to be.
Upstate Picker said what? Right. Me personally, I would be very disciplined too, because I am that way with all my cards. But with something like this, I would have to pay it off each week. Like say I had $200 in shipping, and when eBay paid me, I'd have to take $200 and pay the shipping. I mean.
Well, Chris, let me ask you this, and I'm not trying to pick on you or be mean, but what happens when you have a $150 return and your bank account's down to the point where you can't even source and you can't pay that credit card off? Because you've been in that situation a few times since I've known you.
No.
You get in a situation where you have to pay 15% interest plus late fees.
There's not one complete.
Yeah.
It becomes not worth it real fast.
Yeah, I understand there. Yeah. Makes sense.
And it only takes once.
Right.
With a credit card to get you in a position where you can just never quite get it paid off again.
Right. Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
I got it most of the week.
I had to go get my numbers. Yeah, I mean, I know playing with cards is dangerous. I get it,
Upstate.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I like eBay shipping. I do. Because it comes straight out of the eBay account, and you ain't got to worry about where you're going to get the money from for shipping because it's already there. I like all that. But what I'm not liking is the USPS side of it, where they're losing packages and you're having to file claims, and they don't honor the claims, and that's where my issue is at. And I'm just trying to come up with a better solution for that. Now, granted,
lady?
on this hat turned out in my favor because eBay, they did whatever they do, which was just surprising. So I just, it's just like that other shirt, that other item is a $30 item. I lost that money.
I think you're trying to fix a non-issue though. I guess that's how I look at it from my side. I don't have that issue often enough. If I ship 100 items, actually, I would probably have to ship 500 items to have that problem twice. It's just not a problem we run into enough to where I would be looking for a fix. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not like they don't take care of it. Like we don't ever lose money when those problems come up. Like they do take care of it. They just take a little longer than maybe I would like them to take. So for me, it's not a problem I would ever put any amount of time or effort or money into trying to fix. I guess that's how we look at it. Now, if you're having a problem more often than we are, I don't know. Like that may be a bigger problem for you than it is us. But for us, it's not a problem I would invest any time in fixing.
What's going on, Brad? Glad you could join us.
Yeah. I missed your dilemma. What's your dilemma, Chris?
Oh, we was talking about pirate ship and attaching the card to it and points you get off of the card that you're attached to it. I'm just trying to find a better way to where my claims, like if I have issues with claims again, that I won't have an issue with it. I hear pirate ship is very good with claims and stuff. So. How you been this week, Brad?
All good. Just busy.
Busy, 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 he says.
Can I tell him?
No.
Same old.
Chris's mountain is a molehill.
When you coming to South Carolina?
Brad. Or is that Chris making that noise?
Huh?
Brad fell down and he can't get up.
Oh, did he? Did we get it on camera?
You don't hear that?
You all right, Brad?
I'm good. We're moving things around.
I can't see what's happening. You're right, Texas Bandit, it doesn't. Pirate ship tends to side with you more than USPS does, though. Sometimes. Did you get another lot of Playmobil? Or is it Playmobil?
I think it's Playmobil, but I call it Playmobil. I don't have another lot. I'm going through a little bit of a lot that we had. I am, however, working on a deal for 75 totes of Playmobil.
Holy crap! Good job.
You
I hope
coming to
so,
South
too.
Carolina?
It ain't nowhere near South Carolina. It's
Oh.
more west. It's more out west.
Corey, Breeze Flippers isn't in there, is he?
I don't know. Is Breeze Flippers in here? I don't see him.
His address does not come up properly.
Where's it at?
It's in Colorado.
Oh.
Colorado. 5.
I guess I'm just going to have to get in my little car and drive up to Tennessee if I want to ever meet you.
Yeah. Well, if I get 75 totes of Playmobil, you can drive up here and get stuff that I need to move just to store it.
We're in that situation now, Brad. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those, it's like, I don't want to make that drive, but the deal itself will be like $1,500, which is just an insane deal for a load like that. And then, but all in, we'd probably be $3,500 or more in just from travel and stuff.
Hey, y'all remember them? Rock Revival pants I had that the crotch was ripped out of them?
Vaguely.
Yeah.
Tried to forget.
Yeah. Rebellious Road Resale was telling me to list them for $30 plus shipping.
That's thrashed.
Yes. I listed them. They told me to list them for $30. I think they told me to list them for $30 shipping, but they told me to list them as thrash. So I did, and I put that they had a big hole in the crotch, took the good pictures. I ended up listing them for like $55 plus shipping.
Yeah.
Somebody sent me an offer this morning for $30 plus shipping.
They would know for sure.
Bill Chris, who he buys the label through, has absolutely no bearing on how US. Yeah, I get that. I get that. It's just that.
Yeah, most of that's not actually.
Is that.
I don't know if any of that is.
When you go to file a claim through pirate ship, because you wouldn't go through USPS at that point, you would go through pirate ship. And I'm getting really a lot of good reviews of how pirate ship handles the claims and stuff. That it's a lot easier to do with them and more accurate and more likely to get your claim in your favor, is what I'm hearing.
Well, tell me which ones.
We've only had good experiences dealing with pirate ship as far as getting your claims approved. So
yeah,
I believe that. But at the same time, I wouldn't switch over because it's just not worth the hassle. There's really no problem there for us. So it's not like we don't get our issues solved from eBay and USPS.
Yeah, see, I can't get my issue solved with them.
Yes, you can. It's not like
eBay solved this last one for me.
That's what buyer protection's for.
But how come I didn't get it on the one before that?
I don't remember what that one was.
That was the one where the label was detached from the item, and they sent the buyer a note with a label and did not send them anything else.
Did you get your money?
No. They took my money. They refunded them, and the package is gone. And then USPS they denied the claim on it.
I don't know. I guess I've never run into that where eBay didn't stand behind us.
No, they don't have stuff like that. Mm-mm.
Now, the claim was denied because it said I failed to respond to a whatever, but they never sent me a mail. They never sent me an email. They never sent me a letter. They never sent me a text. Never called me. Never nothing. I didn't even know they was trying to reach a hold of me.
Was that eBay that sent you that, or the post office?
The post office. It's on the
Well,
post office website where I filed the claim.
that's different. You're not dealing with eBay.
But I called eBay and explained to them the situation and asked for an extension on the thing, like I did exactly like I did this last time to try and get it handled. And eBay refunded the buyer their money, but did not and kept mine.
I don't know. Like I said, we've never run into it where eBay hasn't stood behind us, I guess. So it's a non-issue for us. If that's something you run into a lot, then yeah, it's a problem you'll have to solve. But we don't have that problem here.
Right.
Look at here.
Hey, Brad.
Leroy, sorry. I see you there.
Brad.
What?
I got my confirmation that my Ground Advantage boxes were ordered today.
Cool. Awesome.
So as soon as I get them in, I'll show them to you guys.
I saw them on that commercial 2 years ago.
These are brown. They're not white.
That's what they were on that commercial. They
look
like the priority boxes, but they're just brown.
No. These look a little different.
They're brown. They got the red stripe around the bottom like this.
No, I don't think these have the red stripe around.
You sure?
I had to go back and look.
I'm gonna say they do have it. I'm on the they have it side.
I got it pulled up in there. I'll share it.
To me, it looked like a lot like for example, it looked a lot like this priority box, but it just didn't have none of the priority markings. It was brown. The print still looked very post office logo and all that stuff. So, from what I remember.
Yeah. I'll pull it up here. I mean, it's pulled up in the other room. I have to look at it and share it with you. What's going on, Leroy?
How are you?
How come you ain't at the shop today?
I'm on retirement.
You tired?
Yeah, retired.
Leroy retired?
Yeah.
Oh, he said he retired. Good Lord, look at these.
Congrats, Leroy.
Thank you.
I knew you'd be the first one of us to get there.
Golly, the things are huge.
Shouldn't talk about your co-host that way, Chris. Fat shaming isn't funny.
Size 46. That's these hip hop pants.
Hip hop.
Yeah, I don't know how much hip hopping they doing when they down around their ankles.
A lot of hipping, not so much hopping.
Right.
Chris, did you call or did you email them about your boxes?
I emailed them. You can't get through on the phone. I've tried. I've left the callback number like they ask you to, and they you just can't get no response. So I did the email and sent them all the information they asked for, because there's a certain way you have to do it. Like, it tells you gotta send. First, you gotta send an email, and you gotta give them your name, your closet name, your email address, your phone number, your the more information and the items in which you're wanting and how many you want. So I sent that email out specifically. I mean, it made it pretty specific. And like I sent it out within like 3 minutes, I got an email back confirming my order, and I will receive another email when the tracking goes in effect. So I'm fixing to go out here to this afternoon after we get done, and I'm going to take all my priority boxes that's out here in my bin that I keep out there. I'm going to take them and take them back to the post office.
They don't want them.
Are you planning to use those Ground Advantage boxes for eBay?
What?
Are you going to use those Ground Advantage boxes for eBay?
I wasn't planning on it.
You're only going to ship Posh in there.
Right. That was my idea.
Lion's a sin, Chris.
No, for real, because I don't know if there's a way that they're going to know that you're sending them some other way. You know what I mean?
I'm just waiting for somebody to get them so we can see what the box looks like. Are they marked Poshmark or what?
Oh, I'll show you the box. Hold on a second.
I want to see the physical box, not just their picture.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, when I get one, I ordered envelopes, poly bowlers, and then the 2 box sizes they have are the shoe box size and the large mailing box size.
I can tell you right now, if I ordered them, I'd be using them for eBay because I have a Posh account, but I don't sell on Posh. And even
Right.
if I did sell on Posh, I sell way less on Posh than eBay. So I'd be using them for eBay.
I mean, if I can use them for eBay, I will, you know. I
I think
mean,
most people would.
especially for the poly mailers, because then that would save me on poly mailers, you know.
So you sold another one of your.
Oh,
But
shit.
I'm just not 100% sure.
I could pack it quick.
I'm not sure if like how they go about getting the supplies out, because okay, so I made the order and I had a specific order. I didn't order everything they had, you know. I mean, I ordered every kind I had, but I didn't order all you could get. I didn't order the max limited everything. So I don't know if they're like, if you can only do it once a quarter, or if you could do it like every week you can do it, or if they
How
use
often
your,
could you do it with the post office?
if they can do what?
You could order from the post office however much you wanted for priority, right?
Right, but you can't use the priority boxes.
No, I know, but when they were selling priority boxes for the free boxes, you could order as many as you want whenever you wanted.
Yeah. So, but see, this is different because you can't find these boxes on their website.
No, I think you will be able to soon, but right now
Yeah.
I think they've got it just down to Posh.
Right.
I'll
So,
be interested to see how they do it.
yeah. I'm gonna see how they. And see, the other thing is, so like I said, I don't know if they're like. So I've ordered the initial order, right? So what happens? Are they waiting? Will they, when the next order, are they going to look at my Posh store and say, like, okay, so he didn't sell a lot to cover the last order, so we're going to deny this order, or okay, he's selling a lot, we need to confirm this order. You follow what I'm saying? Because they got your Posh Closet name. Are they able to look at sales and stuff to see what they sell? You know, I mean, I don't know.
Probably not. They probably don't have the manpower to worry about it unless they partnered with the CIA. I don't think it's an issue.
Yeah.
It was the exact address I thought it was.
Yeah, Mary, Mary, in my first email,
This.
I just sent an email saying I'm requesting supplies. I didn't tell what I wanted or anything like that. I just a generic email, and I sent that last week, and I never heard anything from them. Today, before I printed my Posh label, the one that I had, it tells you, it gives you a thing up there where to learn more or read here for Ground Advantage boxes. So I clicked that, and it took me to another link. And it takes you to where you can read a blog, but you don't do that. You scroll down to the bottom, and it gives you specific directions. It gives you the phone number, which I've tried the phone number every day, and it just doesn't work. I mean, it does work, but you put on hold, and then they finally come and tell you to leave a message, and they'll call you back in an amount of time, and they don't do it. Okay, so that's void. But the email, they say you just send it to his USPS, Poshmark, whatever the other link. The other thing / whatever that other thing was, I can't remember what it was called, to them, but they tell you to put specific things in there. And so, and it gives you a list of everything you have to have in that email. And I followed those directions perfectly to the letter. And within a matter of 2 minutes, I got a response back from submitting the email.
They need some furniture and whatever else you want to send them. One day, I need to buy them a house. I just sent you Cash App. Send me whatever you haven't sold.
You didn't send me Cash App. I want some Cash App, Leroy.
What?
You didn't send me any money.
Oh, you weren't supposed to hear that.
Well, we heard it.
You wasn't on mute.
Don't worry, we'll block your social security number out of the conversation.
Everybody's going in the back looking for a social security number, trying to rewind it. Hey, Brad,
Yeah.
I just sent you a message
Okay.
on your regular number. Brad has my whole family messed up now. He added a whole nother family to my family, and it's a mess.
Yeah, when you start adding families to families, that happened.
Yeah, he sent me some Playmobil. Now they're taking over my family.
I have a lot of 5. I'm doing the character sizes one.
I would say.
Mary says, thanks, Chris.
Oh, you're welcome.
I feel like everybody has been well versed on the free box situation at Posh now. I think that's all I've heard about for the last 2 weeks. Every show.
Is that their way of saying you don't want to talk about it no more?
I just make sure that one that's new goes in the middle.
What you saying, Chris?
I said, is that your way of saying you don't want to talk about it no more?
I didn't want to talk about it to start with. But it doesn't bother me.
I'm gonna tell Amy to add another something
It's
that
just
Corey
got a lot
hates
of
to her
publicity.
wheel.
I think Poshmark did something good.
I do too, because look, check this out. Now people in California can order up to 5 pounds from the East Coast for $6.67, I think it is. I mean, you can't beat that, man.
You guys watch other YouTube people, like other things that I don't watch regular TV unless it's sports.
I don't watch a lot of regular TV, and I
All
definitely
I watch is YouTube, and every couple of weeks I'll get stuck into something. This morning it was agriculture, guy making hay. Now I'm watching. This morning I woke up and I was watching Matthew Cox. You guys know who he is?
Who?
Matthew Cox.
No idea.
No.
No idea, you said?
No idea.
He's like a guy who went to military for doing like drugs and crime, and now he has he was a big guy.
Okay. I
No,
think you know who you're talking about.
Yeah. And he was talking about the, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. You ever hear of the speaker guys? They drive around in a white van back in the 90s and they try to sell you speakers?
No.
No? Any of you guys ever heard of that? Brad, Chris?
I don't think I've heard
The
that.
ones that drove around in the white vans back then were taking the little kids.
No. These guys, what they would do is they'd buy these speakers from China, big box speakers, and they would tell you that they got too many, they'll sell them to you super cheap. They weren't stolen or broken. They would just they would say all these names like they were super cool and they had air cooling in them and liquid cooling. In a speaker, there's no liquid cooling.
Well, if you let it rain.
And they what's up say we got $5,000 speakers, but we can have you for $100. Yeah.
Right.
So I've been stuck in this morning watching this guy, and like it wasn't like, you ever go to jail? He's like, yeah, but they let me right out because it wasn't a crime. We were just telling people that they had flyers and MSRP saying all the speakers were $2,000, but they give them to you for $400, and they'd pay $200 for them, and they'd make $200 on them.
Huh.
Kind of like the guy on the corner selling Rolexes. He's just got too many. Perfectly fine. His dad just didn't want it anymore.
No, but they weren't bootleg. I guess they didn't have a name on them, so they weren't like. They didn't say they were coaches, and they really weren't coaches.
I gotcha. So they were just like generic Chinese speakers.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, Leroy, you know what I've gotten into watching on YouTube?
You can't say that on here, Chris.
Yeah, what? You ever watch them guys that are overseas, like the Asians, and they building homes and stuff out of the dirt in the ground, digging it in the ground and stuff? Yeah, I got to where I watch that stuff now.
I watched one. A guy got a shipping container from the USA of 2-liter bottles. It was a shipping container, and he built a cabin out of 2-liter bottles.
I just finished binge watching Justified and then the updated version, the Detroit one. And I think that was thanks to somebody on this show mentioned Justified a couple weeks ago. So I went back and watched it all again. I think it was on this show.
Yeah, we were talking about it.
Yeah, I went back and watched it all. That Detroit one really sucks.
Did it? I hadn't gotten through the first episode of it yet. I started watching it, and that's about
It is.
Justified?
I watched all of Justified, and then I went and watched the Detroit one that they put the future one, the spinoff. That one sucked.
To me, it's like when you take it out of the setting that it was in, it don't seem like it works as well.
It wasn't that made it not work. I mean, they went Hollywood on it. They got their DEI hires in on that one.
So let me ask you a question. What TV service do you have, Corey?
Just streaming.
Who?
Just streaming.
Like, who's your streaming service?
All of them. Netflix, Hulu, Prime, Apple, all of them.
Did you use Hulu Live?
I don't think so.
Okay. Does anybody here use Hulu Live?
What's on Hulu Live that isn't on Hulu?
Well, I got YouTube TV.
Oh, I don't have that.
Huh?
I don't have that one.
Yeah, so it's like $88 a month now.
Yep.
And wrestling, because I watch wrestling. Me and my wife we watch wrestling. We enjoy it.
Can't you watch that on, isn't that on Netflix now?
Yeah, the Monday night shows are on Netflix. And then their PLEs have moved from Peacock over to ESPN Ultimate or Unlimited or whatever. But if you have Hulu Live, you get that part of your subscription with Hulu Live, which is $80. If you don't have it, it'll cost you another $40, $35 to $40. So
I think it's funny how those streaming services have gone kind of full circle. Like it used to be like, shut your cable off. You're paying $80 a month for cable TV and phone, and now you can just stream it for $5 a month. Now you got $800 in streaming services.
Yep. It's a scam.
Cancel the credit card again. Every once in a while, we'll just cancel a credit card and see who squeaks and determine if we want to keep them or not. Or
all I do is I just watch YouTube. YouTube costs me nothing.
That's most of what we watch too.
Yeah. Well, Timmy's got to have her On Patrol Live, her cops, and then of course we watch the news. We keep up with the news a lot, and then
that's why you're so damn angry all the time.
Yeah, exactly. I don't watch the news at all.
That's why you're so angry all the time. You got the news.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, they do seem to make you mad.
Well, that's their job.
Well, I don't know if it's the news that makes me mad or what goes on in the world makes me mad.
Well, what goes on in the world isn't what you see on the news. I can promise you that.
Hi, Brad.
They can't tell you what actually goes on in the world on the news. They have to make it sensational and enraging. And they
The
can't
first,
just tell you what happened. You ever heard them come on and say, "Hey, in South Carolina today, somebody donated $1 million to charity," and that's
no,
the story. You don't hear
the
that.
first 12 minutes. The first 12 minutes is robberies, shootings, and then they have one story at the end of it. Oh, a little girl found somebody's backpack and she returned it to the school.
Probably shouldn't have gone into mainstream media. I'm enraged at the enraging in mainstream media. I just quit watching it like 5 years ago.
Right?
I can't. I always told my dad the same thing, and finally I just started practicing what I preach. Turn the damn TV off and go play in a garden. Your life gets a lot happier.
So yeah. Anyway, I was just trying to figure out if anybody had Hulu Plus or Hulu Live, whatever it is, if it was a good service. Because I'm really happy with YouTube TV, other than the bill. You know what I mean? So I mean, let's see. YouTube Premium is no media online or off. Can cover complete world events.
Chris, it would be worth it. And I'm not telling you to do this. I'm not saying you do this, but I think it would be worth it as just in general as a practice. I get a ton of my entertainment from YouTube as well. If we just killed every streaming service we have, shut every one of them off, and just spend a month, if you need entertainment for the night, you're sitting down and watch YouTube, and then just see how much more work you actually get done if you kill all those streaming services.
See how much what?
See how much more work you get done if you just kill all the streaming services. Shut them all off.
Is Tanya laughing?
She is, and I can't say why.
You didn't show her pictures?
Not yet. I'll pull them up here in a second.
I know why. You're making fun of us, aren't you?
No, not at all.
I'm going to tell you what I told Chris. Lying's a sin, Brad.
It's just a dirty joke between me and my wife, okay?
Y'all keep telling dirty
want me
jokes,
just-
Brad.
if you-
You're a pastor's
you
wife.
Well, now I want to hear the joke.
Hi, Tanya.
Hey guys.
Hey, Tanya. You can't be telling dirty jokes, Brad,
Why not?
because you're a pastor.
God invented it. I didn't.
Did what?
I said God invented it. I didn't.
What, invented the joke?
No, I invented the dirty stuff I was joking about.
God almighty.
I guess since we're already on mainstream news and crap like that, how'd service go this Sunday, Brad?
He said mainstream service and stuff and crap like that.
Well, because of all the world events lately, how
Well,
like
you can't put
weird service to
mainstream
have?
service. You can't
Yeah.
put mainstream service and church service in the same
because
sentence.
of the current events.
Yeah, it went well. It went well.
Good.
I did address it, and because
I don't know how you couldn't as
Yeah.
a church.
yeah,
If you talk about something else,
Sure.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Can I just pick on you for a half hour?
I don't care. I just want to get off. I want to get off the mainstream media thing because they just piss me off, and my blood pressure raises, my sugar gets high, and I
See what I
start
was
getting
saying?
lightheaded, and I want to go into a rage.
You see what I was saying?
Yeah, so I don't want to talk about it.
Well, you got freedom of speech, Chris. Bring up a topic. Give us a topic. Hey, let's talk about what we talked about when we were just booting up and we hadn't gone live yet. Remember that topic?
I don't know what kind of topic to bring up.
You were talking about whether or not you should broaden your niche on your coffee store.
Oh yeah. We got one more shirt, then we can talk about that.
how much are you paying for Keurigs, Chris? I saw a couple at the Goodwill yesterday, and they were too pricey, I think.
They want $15 a piece for them here everywhere.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
most I paid for one is $6.
Yeah, they're $15.
And that was a stretch for me. Because they're right around $5. Some thrift stores want to sell them for $15, $20, but I won't pick them up when they're that much.
Yep.
If
You're
they're,
doing
if
good
they're,
stores.
if they're under
If you're getting
$6
them
or
at that-
$7, I'll take them all day long. I think $7 will be my limit.
That's not a bad rule.
You got some furniture. You got some furniture to see. Let's see.
Jeez, Brad, another dirty joke?
No. This is about Leroy and his Playmobil adventures.
Leroy's got Playmobil adventures.
Oh yeah.
Got Playmobil adventures you got, Leroy.
What happened, Brad? I missed that.
Oh, they asked if I told another dirty joke because they heard Tanya laughing. And I told them no, we were talking about Leroy's Playmobil adventures.
Oh, I just sent you some money because we need more stuff.
Okay.
We need,
You don't have to send us money, Leroy.
no. A business is a business. Listen, it's probably the most. I told you this, and I could say it out loud. My wife and I, we have it tough sometimes. Like we don't really communicate well. And this stupid little cowboy that I ordered, it started off with cowboy, and he came to my house, and then what did he first do? I sent Brad every picture. He was messing in my wife's makeup. Then he was messy. He went to the bathroom on the toilet. You guys saw that last week. And then he's in the fish food, and he's in the frying pan, and he's in the now Brad sent them with a family. So now my wife wants to know, are they married? She doesn't want them in the house if they're not married. So we had to message Brad. Brad told us they were married. Then we had to find out the horse's name. Well, now we have to name the name for the girl. We named the name for the girl. Now this morning, I put them into my wife's medicine stuff and her vitamins, and they were eating her vitamins. When I wake up, now they're watching TV.
You've created a new Playmobil collector.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
That's how it starts, I guess.
He did. And then we've already decided where their home base is going to be. Eventually, we got to try to see if we can get a mortgage because she wants to get them a house.
What are you talking about, man?
You got to pay attention from the beginning, Chris. You jumped in midstream, brother.
So he's taking a Playmobil cowboy and turned it into a shelf on the elf for every day?
Yep.
Yeah, a shelf on the elf. Crushed him, killed him.
But it's fun, though. It really is fun. We have so much fun with him. He was
What
on
did you
the.
say, Brad?
I was just having fun with the way you said it. You said shelf on the elf. I said,
That's
yeah.
what it is, ain't it?
Shelf on the elf. It crushed him, killed him.
No, elf on the shelf, I mean.
There you go.
He was on a globe. We have this globe. My wife has this bookshelf.
Okay. So they could stay together. Huh?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, though, Leroy.
So I wonder if my bottle glue.
Yeah. So I asked him if he wants the bed to be Western because they don't make Western beds for doubles.
All right, Leroy. You looking?
No, it's all a surprise. It's all a surprise. No,
Oh, it's a surprise. All right. Well, okay. I
Because
got you.
the furniture
I got you.
That'll be Western.
The furniture doesn't have to be Western, does it?
no. As long
Okay.
as they got furniture, yeah. They
Okay.
need a chair. Like right now, they're sitting and they don't sit on a chair.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they don't need thing.
Now, Leroy is collecting.
Yep, Brad got me.
Nobody's watching the chat.
Brad got you, huh?
Sorry, chat.
Let me turn the channel.
What about the chat? What are we talking about in the chat?
We're talking. Well, it doesn't matter. We're not paying attention to it. That's what I was saying.
I hear you. I can't watch it. I get too crazy, and I'm on no fun. It's crazy. I have people on YouTube I watch and they can provide me with the news I need, and the rest, and the rest. I guess I don't need. Oh, okay.
Basket, I don't know if you're being serious or condescending. In either case,
Yes.
that's what the First Amendment's for.
Oh no!
We can clean that up.
Yeah. Yep.
CCL Fines, Tanya, how do you say your name? Is it Tanya or Tanya? I know we've asked this before.
Tanya.
Tanya.
Spent 20 years in media. Glad to be away from it. I can imagine.
Oh no, hers is Tanya.
Oh, no, you're on the screen. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's Tanya. Sorry. Awesome, Ashley.
Bam-a-mom. That's
If y'all
Ashley.
need, if you use those up, need more, just hit me up. I'll sell them for what I got in them, $5 plus whatever shipping was to you. So I got plenty. I guess I need to try to get rid of all those bubble mailers now before USPS comes out with these free ones. The free ones are going to give away.
Oh, Brad.
Yeah.
I talked to Mac and Miko today, and they said that they got their box. Thank you.
Yeah, she just messaged in the chat there.
Oh, I can't see your chat.
Pay attention to the chat, Chris. Keep up.
Yeah.
We're not very good at our job here.
There's my listing for the day.
You're done listing for the day?
Yeah.
Nice.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, you didn't have many, or
Do what?
you didn't have many to list, or what?
No, I didn't have but 6 items.
I did. I think I listed 220 items this morning.
They come out of my closet.
Leroy's friend's throwing away some stuff.
Yeah, I know. We've already discussed. I'm meeting him Wednesday morning.
Oh, cool. Yeah, no, you better get it before it goes to the dump.
That next Wednesday morning, I mean.
Well, not the dump, but wherever it was going.
All right. I'm going to go in the other room. Turn the camera on. So we can talk about the topic of the day.
I know.
Oh boy.
I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that means, but I don't like it.
You know, we have another one of these lists.
Chris had some philosophical reselling questions this morning. He was pondering.
All horses.
So we're going to talk about the ponderings.
Cool.
And I've been pondering something different, only completely opposite. So we'll have 2 points of view on this subject. The right one and the wrong
How
one.
much did you? That's making me a toolbox of tools and a little workbench. I have one up for sale. I just don't know. We should have a leg somewhere, I think.
Did you look in here good? I don't know if I would have put it there.
Basket, I think that's a pretty dim view if you actually believe that. I think the American public is a lot smarter than you give them credit for. I think they get fed and fed a whole bunch of BS. People do click on negativity. You're right about that. I don't think that's what they want. I think that's just what they get. That's what performs, and that's what needs money.
This right here. These the same color? No, there's one.
Okay.
I think it's the right color. It was in the construction section.
Hey, Leroy, did you guys do RIM today?
No.
Just skip a week, or what's going on? Or can you say?
I can't really talk about it.
Okay, that's fine.
Brad, what you asked me went through. What we talked about.
I saw Jimmy had his new podcast up today, but I didn't RIM.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Figured maybe there was a contract dispute or something going on. I didn't know.
What podcast he on now?
They started one with him and Keith, Vintage Sports Flips, and some other guy. I'm trying to remember his name. I don't remember the other guy's name.
Is it a live show or is it?
No, it's not live. It's a pre-recorded podcast.
It's hard
It's
to keep
not
a thing. It's hard to keep a thing going. It takes some commitment. So,
or is it commitment or what do you call that? When you stay and you don't keep. Oh, I gotta go.
Leroy, I'll see myself out.
yeah. Tim woke me up this morning.
Tim did?
Yeah.
Like physically? Was he there?
No, he didn't. He didn't tap me on the shoulder or nothing, but he was running a whatnot show. I guess I had gotten an alert, and I just was going to swap it off the phone, and I guess I clicked into it, but I didn't realize I'd clicked into it. And I heard Tim. I heard Tim go, "Hey, Brad," and it's like,
oh crap!
What's going on? Because I opened up my phone and the tab wasn't open. I didn't know where it was coming from.
You ever get that where you click into somebody's live and they see you, and then you feel obligated to stick around for 10 minutes or so just so you don't look like a jerk?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
All right. I've got my stuff pulled. I'm going to read chat real quick. I haven't been able to read.
You might not want to read the chat. You can just go ahead and close that.
Yeah, you might get angry again.
You might get angry in that chat. You're going to read it anyway.
Speaking to chat, I actually try to stay well informed about a lot of different things just because of I know I'm going to have people asking me questions and I need to know things, I guess. But I watch when it comes to like news and stuff, I watch a ton of different news sources. I watch it from every angle. Got the podcast angle, the left angle, the right angle.
I'm very much a cynic. So when I'm watching things, my first impression of anything I watch is, okay, this is bullshit, but why?
Yeah.
No matter if it's news or what it is.
I take the approach of like when I have to counsel people.
Yep.
It's like there's always his story and there's always her story, and then the truth is somewhere in the middle or somewhere else.
And if it's a paid media, the money's coming from somewhere. There's always an agenda. Like I'm very cynical on stuff like that. So I don't know. I think I give people more credit than maybe Basket does. I think people use their brains a little more than some people think they do. But what do you do about it? I mean, you're kind of in a stuck spot. Yes, we could all go run for governor and.
At this point in our society, Corey, I don't think there's a whole lot of people using their brain at all.
And you could vote for who you get. I understand that, and I think a lot of people do.
So, hey, can we talk about that subject now?
If you want.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep the rage down. So I got an idea this morning. I woke up and I will say this: since Miko's watching, Mac and Miko they brought this subject up to me several times.
Who's Mac and Miko? You told me, but
Yeah, they're resellers over in Alabama.
okay. Do they have a YouTube, or are they just
No,
resellers that were
no.
at the event? So they're
No,
real.
they don't have a YouTube channel or anything like that. They just
They're real resellers.
they're just resellers. I think one of them is Gen X reseller, Pac Mac. Yeah, Pac Mac is that's his other one. I call him Mac and Miko, but Pac Mac and Belmont. So Mac used to have a parts and pieces. He used to have a parts and pieces store. And so, like we was talking about before the show started, I got the Keurig store, and it's doing pretty good. It's doing good. And I was just thinking this morning, what if I broadened that and made it into other items, not just Keurigs? So, like for example, I have this Frigidaire. I don't know if you can see it or not. This Frigidaire ice maker right here. I've got it tore down right now. I got the parts over there that I'm going to get listed or cleaned and listed. There's some other parts there I'm going to try and get out of there, but I don't know if I can or not because there's a compressor in there and all that. And I don't know if the compressor sells or whatever. But so I'm just wondering, should I leave it at just Keurig? And then, or should I bring all my items that are parts or repairs, all electronics, and parts pieces out that are parts? You guys get what I'm saying? Parts repair items or parts of items, and put it all on that store and make it one parts store, or should I just leave it at one niche at Keurig coffee maker stuff? The reason because with these store categories, I'm able to separate everything. You know, now that I've learned about store categories, I'm able to be like, okay, so the person sells all kind of parts. Let's see if he's got Frigidaire ice maker parts, and they can go in my store category and look up Frigidaire ice maker, and then they'll have the parts in there that they can look. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, Corey, you said earlier you had some ideas, but you wanted to save it for the show.
There's no reason it wouldn't work. But if people are searching for parts, they're going to find the parts. There's very few times you're going to have somebody show up with a broken Keurig and a Frigidaire door that they need to repair. So it's not like a multi-part type thing. I think you lose the benefit of a niche store.
Right.
The niche store isn't the end-all be-all either. There's no reason the parts store wouldn't work just as it'd be basically an everything store, but you only sell parts from different stuff. Like if somebody's searching for a crock pot handle and you have it, they'll find it. So I don't have any criticism for it. It's not like it wouldn't work. It'd work as well as our main store, which feeds us.
Right. Tanya, I'm not oh, you're saying it's expensive to buy parts from the manufacturer instead of buying it from okay. I read that completely wrong to start with. But yeah, I mean, I get it. I think Mac told me his store did pretty good, you know, when he was doing it. But I wanted to keep it like some of these combo units and stuff I got around here, like my items that I have on my eBay store that I've got listed for parts repair. I was thinking about moving those over to this store and then categorize them in the correct store category so it's not mixed in with the other stuff that I have. Because what I'm selling on it right now is not parts to repair, it's parts to repair a specific item. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, like I said, I don't think that you would have trouble with it. I think scaling your store and having more parts, you'd make more sales. I don't think anybody would argue that.
So you don't think it would hurt? And
it wouldn't hurt a thing. No, it would take away the opportunities that a purely niche store would give you. But that's a trade-off with an everything store. Like our everything store is not going anywhere. It's what pays all of our bills.
Yeah.
The reason, I guess, that the opposite view of that, why we're kind of niching down into a few small niche stores for our offshoots. On a niche store like the ephemera store, once we have that niche store, everybody that comes to that store is looking for the same type of thing. Our audience is a very defined audience. So I can market other things to that audience because I know what they're looking for and I know what they want.
Right.
So it's very common for them to come in and buy 2, 3, 4 things. But also I could send an email and say, hey, you bought all these stereo views. Do you need a storage solution for that? Because I know that they'd be interested in something like that on a large niche store. They're always buying the same category. So we're looking at building brands. So for the ephemera store, we do postcards and stereo views right now. We sold more net profit in our own products that we make for that niche than we did in ephemera this last week. Just in terms of net profit. I didn't have to source them. They're repeatable. I just make more when I run out. I don't have to go look for them. But even if I did, just say we had a Bath and Body type store where we sold all perfumes and bath and body sprays and stuff like that. That'd be a perfect way to go out and find somebody that makes artisanal soap and brand it as Buck Mountain soap. And then you could just order that all the time and it's repeatable and you could build a brand off of that store. You can't really do that from a more everything store. So it depends on where you're trying to go with it. That's it. Like I don't want to go out. I buy the stereo views and the postcards by the box load, and I don't have to get a great price on them because I don't have to make that much on them because I make more profit on the products that I sell that goes with them that people are buying just because they're coming to that store. So I'm building the audience that I want to sell to.
Right.
Does that make sense? It's not the right solution for everybody.
So
Yeah.
is that what Brad did? He gave me a free cowboy, and now he's got a
That's
customer.
what he did. He just made a collector. Brad's got the same situation. I mean, if he made a Playmobil or had someone else make a Playmobil storage solution or a Playmobil collector signs or something like that where he wasn't breaking trademark, like he has an audience that he knows he could sell that type of thing to, and he could build a brand. You know, he could build Black Sheep Playmobil and have his own product line that he didn't have to go out and look for anymore. And he never has to go source for it anymore.
Couldn't he make little stands where they would make them stand up?
Yeah, and you could 3D print them by the hundreds in one day.
Yep.
You see, the other thing that I was thinking about with doing that is if I took all my parts repair item and all my parts and put it in this specific store, that opens up space in my main store for other items.
I thought you already had that.
It doesn't open up space.
Huh?
It doesn't open up space. If you're storing them for your main store,
No. I'm not talking about physical storage. I'm talking about open up space as far as number count of
Oh,
items in my store.
for your listing count. I got
Yes,
you.
sir. Listing count. So
I got you.
it opens up space there. So instead of me going over the required 1,200 or 1,500 listings I'm allotted and bumping up to a $60 subscription,
That's Chris,
I
this
can-
is why I love the reselling side of things. This is one of the main reasons I love it, because there's the direction you're talking about going. You could scale that huge. Like you could be the repair part, the replacement part store for everything.
Yeah.
And you could scale that huge and you could do fine. Or you could stay as a Keurig store and you could order in those little mason jar things. You screw on the mason jar and it's got like a juicer piece on top. You take your K-cups and tip them upside down and twist them, and it gets the coffee grounds out so you can recycle your coffee grounds.
Yeah.
Those are a 13-cent part on Alibaba, and you can source them in and brand them as Buck Mountain Coffee Recycler, whatever, and sell them on that store and build a brand. There's 2 roads you can take there. There's actually probably 10, but those are 2 roads, and you could build an income off either one. There's not a right answer there. There really isn't. Just which one do you want to do more? I don't like to have to go search for all my inventory. So I'm trying to search for enough inventory to bring my customers in so I can build a brand that will buy my inventory I don't have to look for. But that's not the right answer for everybody.
Right.
Hey, Corey,
Yes, sir.
I don't know if we talked about this off air or on air. It's not bad. Have you ever bought from Alibaba?
Yeah, I've imported.
I
I've white
don't,
labeled.
yeah, I don't know how to do. Every time I log into Alibaba, they want to send me a quote after. I don't have time for that. My patience doesn't hold
If you
that.
just want to buy as a consumer, skip Alibaba and go to AliExpress. Same
But
parts.
I've even tried that, and I still don't get it. Every time I try to log in, they want me to. They want to email me and talk through email. And I just want to buy 400 diamond blades. Like that's all I want to do.
You can, and if they say they want to send you a quote, say fine, send me a quote.
My patience doesn't work that well. I can't have them send me a quote because that money's already gone by the time they send me a quote.
I can't give you a name of them right now, but there are brokers who will do it for you. You tell them what you want, and they'll go out and get the price, and they'll contact you, and they'll take a cut. Like
I still don't have time for that. I spare the moment shop. So when I'm buying, I'm spare the moment shop.
It's not an impulse buy site. It's not really easy to click the button and get it right now.
Yeah, like when I go to what's that?
Like
What's
Temu,
that? How?
like Temu and AliExpress and Alibaba.
No, what's the name of it? Goodness, it's not that one. Temu. When I go to Temu, I'll order. I'll like say they'll have little brushes.
Yep.
They'll only sell them like 6 brushes at a time, and I'll buy 5 sets of them. And
Alibaba is a little different. That's for larger scale. Businesses they might want to sell you 5 pallets at a time.
Yeah, and I can't do that. So I guess I should just stay with where I am.
Well, that depends. I mean, you could buy the 5 brushes at a time and pay 3 to 5 times the price for them. And if they move really well and they start taking off, then you can buy 5 pallets. Like that's kind of the beauty of it. You test the water. Now I got Brad thinking. Brad, are you gonna launch a Black Sheep Playmobil brand now?
So,
or have you already? Did you beat us to it?
I'm actually working on it.
I love
it. I've been working on it. So, t-shirts and lots of.
Well,
I guess that the internet wasn't ready for Black Sheep Playmobil.
He worked himself right out of the job.
They took him out. He touched the microphone and it went out.
He just worked himself right out of business.
He's probably cursing right now. There he is.
Yeah, I hit the USB cable.
Business was that good, Brad? You had to leave us.
Yeah.
Time for you guys.
No, I've been working on some stuff that we can do that's self-sourced, as it were. And then like some of the t-shirt ideas and stuff I've been working on are, of course, I don't have to have any capital or anything, or I don't have to have any material or anything up front to sell those. They'll be print on demand.
Does
that go to?
I think building the brand out is a good idea. That's part of, like, I love that stuff. I love building the brand out for the business.
Sure.
Because then every product you sell gives you an opportunity to sell another one.
Yeah. And the one good thing about having an eBay store is you can you can feature those things prominently right there up front whenever they visit your page, so they will see them
Yep.
if they visit your store for sure. So yeah, I've been working.
And
I
it
don't
works
get
with any niche. I mean, there's not a niche it doesn't work with.
like Chris with the coffee thing. I mean, you know, you can have print on demand coffee mugs with coffee themed stuff that people just, you know.
How many thousands of different Keurig K-cup holders are there out there?
Yeah.
Find one you like, brand it as yours. Like there's so many products for the coffee niche. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like I bought where is it? I got it right here. I bought some stuff from Temu a couple weeks ago, right? And it was I'm trying to find it here to talk about it and say it at the same time. Okay. They were rubber bands. The rubber bands that go to like 30 inches, not too big, but when they're not they're probably about 7 inches. When you open them up, they go to about 20 inches, right?
Okay.
And I was like, I really think I should just try it. I don't know. So I got they sold 50 of them at a time for $250, right? So I bought seven lots of them, right? I put them in a bin, and I put 6 for $1. I made like $20 this weekend on them.
Yep.
They literally bought loose rubber bands for 6 for $1.
Yeah, Upstate Picker said they worked 10 years in the coffee industry. People would reach out with products all the time. There's so many. I mean, literally, you could go on like printables or something like that for 3D printing and just type in coffee and see how many products are out there where they have the plans already. You can just download them and print them, or you can make your own. We make all our own. Like, we don't download our prints. We design something for what we want.
Yeah, and
you don't have to. You could literally buy a product that exists and brand it. There's companies that do that all the time.
All you got to do is just talk about it. Like, I got brushes, certain brushes, and they'll be like baby bottle brushes. And somebody will say, well, what are those? I was like, oh, you can clean your duck vents. You can clean, baby bottle. You can clean inside your car. Oh, yeah, I need one. Just give them another thought of what it's you. And I actually, you know what I did, Corey, is I actually couldn't figure out what something was on eBay. And I asked Google, what other uses is this good for? And then I just used those words on eBay. So I'd buy something and it'd be like a certain brush. Well, what other use is this tool good for? And Google would be like, oh, you can use that to blah, 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 to do this, to do that. And I would just put that in the listing. And it was the same thing that people had thousands of. And I would just change it. And it actually help sell.
I'll tell you one exercise we used to do in our business all the time, and we haven't done this that much in the eBay business, but when we had the e-commerce store, we used to do it probably once a month. We would sit down and do it, and that is, if I sell one product, say I sell a toilet, that's what we used to sell, is composting toilets. We sell a toilet, now that customer has that product, what problem did buying that problem create for them? Well, if they bought the toilet, they're going to need toilet paper.
They need plunges.
Composting bin. They're going to need, and once they have toilet paper in a composting bin, they're going to need something to do with the compost once it's finished composting. Like, every product you sell creates a new problem. And if you could figure out the product to sell to solve that problem, it's just a series of products, and you could just keep selling.
So can you order like coffee mugs, stuff like that, with your brand on it?
We can't hear you very well, Chris, but yes, you can order coffee mugs.
You can.
Do you have to have your brand copyrighted and all that first?
You can order them print on demand so that when they order them, they get printed and sent to them. You don't even have to order them in and have a stock.
And those places they'll interface with your eBay store and do a listing.
Yep.
You can, but you
Sure.
also you
I've been
also
down through that company for a long time. Sorry, Leroy.
you like he just asked about coffee mugs. Now you know everybody has coffee mugs, right? Everybody and their mother has coffee mugs.
Have you do it?
But why couldn't you make or create a coaster that doubles as a coaster and then doubles as a lid for the coffee? You know how many people they like to drink their coffee outside, but they don't want flies and pollen and stuff in their coffee cup. So you could literally just make it where it's a coaster for in the house, and when you're outside, it's actually a lid that covers your coffee.
If I was going to go through the work of doing Chris's niche, I think I'd be looking really seriously into creating my own coffee, my own K cups with my own brand of coffee.
Yeah,
That's the route I would probably go. And that would require you order it. So you'd want to order a small amount and try to sell it and see if people like it and then expand into that. But having your own coffee for that store would be great.
yeah. Like a coffee cup is just way too. I think that's just too branded. Like I said, Corey, like a coffee coaster that doubles as a coffee cup lid. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, the product ideas are endless. It's finding what people will buy.
Yep.
And the easiest way to find that is to ask what problem your product that you already sold creates, because then you know they'll buy it. It's not such a test case, and that kind of coffee kind of fits into that. If they fix their Keurig, the next problem is they need coffee. Now they may have a brand, so that's an iffy one, but maybe they need a repair manual for the Keurig they're repairing. Maybe they'd buy that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There you go. Upstate Picker did a K cup that was in the top 1% of Amazon. That's not easy to do. That's the guy I would talk to, Chris.
What'd he say?
He developed a K cup that was in the top 1% of on Amazon grocery. That's not easy.
Now wait a minute. The K cup is the actual coffee, right?
Yep.
So how do you do that though? I mean, like, how do you create a coffee brand?
You find somebody that makes coffee that'll put your brand on it. There's most of the coffee that you can find is somebody else making it. I mean, there's only a few factories make. Well, that's a bold statement. A lot more than a few factories make a coffee, but there are factories that, like, if you want to buy joint supplements for your dog, there's 3 big companies in the U.S. that create joint supplements for dogs that will print your label right on the bottle, and you could go sell it in major department stores or wherever you can get it into. There's that with pretty much everything. You could find a white labeler to do that if you can't make that yourself.
Now you got me thinking in a different direction.
That's what we're trying to do.
I wasn't trying to. I really wasn't. I was saying there's every direction is valid. Every direction works.
But even like you see coffee cup trees. You can make a coffee cup tree.
Basket. Different joint supplements. I'm talking about for dogs. Those are unregulated. That's part of what kept me out of that business. We got into it for a little while, and I didn't want to stay in it because they can literally put cyanide pills in your joint supplements for your dogs. There's no regulation on what you put in it for pets. It's a very unregulated industry.
Why am I'm on the wrong side? I keep thinking I'm Brad.
See, Upstate, you've got a similar story to ours. We downsized from a much larger e-commerce operation too, and I've seen that with a few other people too. We actually downsized all the way. We went from that to a full-on brick and mortar entertainment venue, and then figured out people weren't for us, and then went into reselling. Well, I did. Teresa still likes the brick and mortar. She still likes the escape room. It's definitely a downsize in lifestyle until you get rolling. I'll tell you that. That was the biggest. Luckily, when we sold our e-commerce store, we set ourselves up so we had 2 to 3 years of not having to have an income if we didn't want to. But we didn't just sit around the whole time. We figured out our new income streams and ramped them up during that time. So we didn't have a big hit, but had we not sold that brand and set ourselves up for it, it would have been one hell of a lifestyle change really quick. I agree, Basket. I love people in moderation. I can't do the things like Teresa will go sit at the escape room all night and just talk to people. I can't do that. I can do it for about 5 minutes and then I'm like, I don't really like you that much. I gotta go. Yeah, selling it on Amazon will take years away. We're just doing FBA for books right now, and that's tough. Like the Amazon side of that business is ridiculous. Speaking of that, I don't know if you see it. We just sold another one of our 3D products on that ephemera store. Like they're selling faster than I can keep them printed. We ordered a second printer this, what was it, Friday or Saturday? We ordered a second printer because we can't. That thing never shuts off. It runs. We cannot keep them in stock.
So I noticed, Corey, at the flea market, a lot of people are buying 3D and they're buying it from like Temu.
Yep, they are.
I don't really want to get into that, but I like the minis.
See, I don't like all those little articulated dragons and miniatures that people are printing. They're just downloading those offline, and they have no utility to them.
Yep.
They're cute, and they sell for a couple of bucks, and that's cool. But what do they do after that? You take them home, put them away. We're actually sitting down in CAD software. We're using Fusion 360 now, but we're designing something to solve a problem.
Yeah.
Printing that. Scale things and do poster size. It's about 3 hours. That's a good idea. Yeah. And some of those old photos would be really cool as posters. Question about the dollar auction. Shoot, Dave. What do you got? Yes, the answer to your question, there are more ties up there. And we just listed a sports ball movie collection.
I'm going to eat lunch.
Okay.
Can I have some too?
Some what?
Lunch.
What?
Of course.
She said
Don't know what we're having.
peanut butter and jelly, Brad.
I'm starving. I've already ate. Oh, he's like, he's
He
nosy.
might say peanut butter and jelly, and he leaves.
Yep.
Yes, he's a bologna sandwich guy. Oh, I suppose I'll have to let him back in.
He probably went to go put it on mute and then he pushed the wrong button.
Chris, what are you working on then? Christopher,
Yeah,
what are you working on?
this Frigidaire ice machine.
Ah,
I had to move. I'm gonna have to move my computer further back because where I rest my hand, if I graze the cable, this thing's that plug. It's just it goes out. It's irritating.
I thought you were mad because I was in your business.
oh, here you go, Chris. I got a collector's issue. Wizard number 0 Chaos comic books with the Undertaker on it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Look at him on the back there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool right there.
Let's see. That's Star Wars. Buffy. Hellboy preview. Interesting.
I would have brought you some Chick-fil-A there.
Just asked if I want to go with her Saturday morning to look at trailers.
For what?
I don't think she's gonna be able to get the loan to keep her house.
Gotcha.
So, did you figure out what you have for lunch, Brad? Is it peanut butter and jelly?
I ate when I went to town to get to do the packing or do the shipping, so I don't know what she's having. I offered to bring her back something then, and she didn't want anything. So
I wasn't hungry at that
peanut
time.
butter. Is that what it is? Peanut butter and jelly.
I like peanut butter and jelly. I can get behind that.
Oh, we don't have bread, she said. So
You got taco shells? Just throw it on a tortilla. You'd be good.
wow. That's
Might be hummus.
might be hummus, she said.
Hummus.
You still got some pita chips?
Yeah.
All right. I'll give you one preview if I can. Let's see if I can find it.
A preview of a
Share
product we're gonna make.
screen. I'll give you one preview of one of the t-shirts that I've been working on. Let's see. Here you go. If you can see that.
Is that a Playmobil figure?
Yeah. It's Eddie Van Halen Playmobil figure.
Nice.
Of course I can't call it
Can't call it Eddie.
Eddie or Playmobil, but I didn't it's completely homemade, so
Yep.
it's fair game.
It can be inspired by.
Yeah. I'm gonna do my first thing I'm gonna work on. I've been working on that one just on the side, but I'm gonna do like just on the t-shirt side of things, like theme stuff like Halloween's coming up, so there'll be a Halloween one or two, Christmas, Valentine's Day, stuff like that, you know. So,
I wonder. I'm not sure on the trademark side of things how that would work, but if you took some Playmobil and set them up in like a Halloween scene,
mhm.
trick or treating, and then took a good photo of them and removed the background, could you put that on a shirt?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. One of the things I've been also thinking about working on that I want to try to get up before Halloween is putting together a some kind of just like a hold on just a second. Yeah, Playmobil has all these different base plates that that things are built on, right?
Yeah.
So I was thinking I'd make like a graveyard or something, you know, kind of a Halloween looking thing with tombstones and stuff. And
That'd be kind of cool.
with Playmobil figure. Yeah, and then just for Halloween, have like just those base plates that they're not branded or anything, but obviously, but people who want to set up Playmobil dioramas for Halloween, it'd kind of be along that because Playmobil doesn't have anything like that.
See,
Same
now that's where you got to get a hold of a 3D printer because you could print some really cool,
Yeah.
like Halloween themed with graveyards and all that.
Thus, this is the reason that I started thinking about getting a 3D printer, like probably back around the earliest start of the year. But
do it. It's not addicting at all.
I don't want to be one of those. I don't want to be one of those people that like I watch that. Who's that? One little girl I watch. I think the channel name is Macy Makes 3D.
All right, Dave. Oh yeah, I watch Macy quite a bit.
Yeah, but she does like a lot of sounds like a lot of custom order Etsy stuff.
Yeah,
And I
that's
don't really know if I'm into that.
I think the majority of them kind of tend to lean that way, and most of it's because they can just download the prints and print them. They're
Right.
not designing anything unique. They're not designing anything themselves, really. She does actually. She does custom nameplates and stuff.
Yeah. I suppose you watched that one where she downloaded those plans for that haunted house looking
Oh
thing and all
God,
that.
yeah, that took her forever too. That's
Yeah,
a
I know.
big print.
Well, that's the thing that when I saw that, I was like, that would be perfect. Not that, but just the yard, some of the yard stuff with tombstones and the little railing around it for like Playmobil or something, and people
Yep.
could buy those to make a Halloween scene. And
Yeah, they'd be good for that. There'd be a lot of print time in some of those.
we've gotten to the point now where people send us pictures of all the stuff they do with their Playmobil.
Yeah. Oh,
And,
like Leroy?
yeah, like Leroy.
Just to give you an idea, these little archive trays
Let me switch
that we
back
put
over.
stereo views in.
Yeah. Sweet.
You could fit like 100 stereo views in there, and it's a very simple product to design.
Yeah.
They take about 9 hours to print one of those, and
Yeah.
they take up the whole tray. So print time is crazy on some of this stuff.
Yeah. No, but I've definitely been thinking about things I don't have to drive to Colorado to get. What's up, Teresa?
Well,
Did you text me? I got no text.
I went to you.
Did you send a text to somebody else?
No. Oh, it's draft. What I found in the front yard.
The Calco.
I've been thinking about some little custom. You know how the action figures have the little plates with the peg for them to stand on.
Yep.
Playmobil has a kind of a distinct kind of pattern that they use for theirs where you can actually just hook the feet into it. But I thought about making some of those and having that, but coming up with a unique design for them that's kind of playful. That kind of stuff is the stuff I love to do. I love to create and build stuff anyway. So
That would be cool. I think you could make I think you'd be busy if you got into making that stuff for Playmobil.
Yeah.
With your store already making sales the way it is, you already have the customers. I think you'd be busy. Or you just find somebody with a Playmobil or with a 3D printer and send them files and have them buy them wholesale.
Yeah.
Not mine are busy, but somebody else.
Yeah.
Starting to feel like Leroy every Tuesday I'm eating on here. Get ketchup and mayo everywhere. Had to get a snack. Leroy makes me hungry. So, Chris, you've heard the conversation down two different paths. What are you thinking? Which direction are you gonna go?
I don't know now. I don't know.
Hey, Lag.
I like the fact that you can brand coffee. Is Brad talking to us?
I don't think so.
Yeah, but
Brad-
I like the fact you can brand coffee, but I don't
think
know how to go about doing it.
Just gotta look into it. There's people that do it. Just search for white label coffee. You'll find a company that makes it.
So all they're doing is, so do I have to have my brand like copyrighted and all that?
No. No.
That's way beyond what I was thinking, but I like that idea though. That would mean I would still, I don't know. There was just several reasons I was thinking of doing that because, like I was saying, I didn't get to finish saying it, but like I was talking about earlier, is with the store. So if I took all the parts repair items and parts items that I have on my main eBay store, that would free up space, listing space on my main eBay store. And I wouldn't have to jump up to the $60 monthly subscription. I can still keep it at $20 and still get 1,200 listings plus the other whatever it is, 10,000. And then if my next hookup store, if the parts store grows, I can do another store for $20, which is only $40 instead of $60. You know, I'm saving myself $20 there to have two different stores, but one specifically for parts repair items, or for parts for different small electronic stuff like household goods and then other small electronics. Nothing, not car parts or anything like that, but leave it to, you know, it's all parts. And with that store, you're looking at if
Uncle Chris's eBay fuel.
not many returns on that, because if you're listing them as parts of repair, then there's, you know, you do it the way they got it set now, there won't be any returns there, you know. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
It's easy to go down a rabbit hole on this stuff because it's fun to talk about. But
Yeah,
at the end of the day, if you're buying good stuff that's selling, you're never going to run out of spots on your main store. And if it's getting to a year plus old and you're needing spots, that's the kind of inventory you need to just get rid of because it wasn't good to begin with. So this is the simplest business model, I think. It's one of the easiest business models, and it's really easy to dive down these little side paths like we're doing today. But you don't have to. You can make a great living just buying good shit and selling it at a good price.
yeah. Yeah, I thought I heard something outside. I don't know, man. It's just there's so much to think about with it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I gotta go out and source more Keurigs because I'm out of Keurigs to tear apart. But the thing about it now is I'm looking at what's selling and what's not selling. I'm like, and I gotta start looking for specific. Now I gotta start looking for specific brands.
How far out do you source, Chris? I mean, how big of a radius do you source?
Hey, Dave, I'll have Teresa send you a message on the dollar.
What are you talking about?
Come here, Teresa. You want to send Dave a
I go to the next town over.
date to answer that?
Sometime on Wednesdays we source in Georgia.
Yeah. What if you took a day and just took all the money you had and just drove around to as many places you could hit in a day finding Keurigs.
Oh, finding the Keurigs is no issue. I got one, two, three. I got 4 Goodwills within a 20-mile radius that I can hit, and they all have got Keurigs at the point that I'm buying them at. What I'm talking about is it now, since I've done the store, it's probably pushed to 60 days now. I'm seeing what model sells, what parts of those models sells, and the most, and what models parts are not selling. You follow what I'm saying?
Yep. So you can get rid of the junk.
Yeah. So, and not buy the junk. Like, for instance, I have 72 active listings, and 120 items in there. Now I'm averaging, I'm not gonna lie, I'm at right now with only 72 active listings, I am averaging 1 item a day every week. I'm averaging selling 7 items out of the store a week. So that's 1 item a day.
Good.
So I mean, that's not bad for 72 items, I don't think. But I was just thinking about broadening it, you know, because I'm just brainstorming, because the store category options that I just learned about, that kind of opens up another whole category, another whole thing for me with this, you know. And I don't know. I mean, I like doing the Keurig because, like, I can go tear down a Keurig right now if I had one, and say I had a K35. I mean, all I gotta do is tear the sucker down, put a bag, put a SKU on it, and come over here and add one. That's it. I ain't got to take pictures of it or nothing because I already have it.
But does it sell? Is that one of them?
Yeah, that's one that sells, right? Yes.
Okay. Well, if you know what is working, I mean, you kind of identify what's working rather than try and expand and experiment with others. Why not just double down on what's working? If you know the K35 water pump sells every time you put it on there, go get more K35s and put the water pump on. Don't worry about the rest.
Right. Like, I'll tell you, like, hold on a minute.
Like, if you can
So
actually
there's a K compact K35 water reservoir. Okay. If you get that water reservoir with the lid and everything with it, the total, I can sell it for 15 shipped, but it goes in a day, like a day. You know, so
how much
anytime.
that costs to ship?
Huh?
How much does it cost to ship?
Let me see what these. Let's see. So this one here costs $6.36 to ship. This other one, it cost $8.81 to ship. Where'd that one go? That one went to California.
So you're making $3 to $5 a container.
So on the one, let's see.
You're saying 15 includes shipping, right?
Yeah, they were all in at $14.96. So on this one K35, I made $5.21 was my order earnings. That's the reservoir, but I didn't pay but $5 for it. This other K35, I paid $5 for it. Maybe 6, maybe, but I made $2.15 on the reservoir because that one went to California. But the thing is that my other K35s, I mean, I've sold, like, I got a pump here that come off of it, one of them, and I made $6.91 on it. And then there's another, let's see, what's this one?
So hold on a minute.
There's another K35 pump that I made $7.11 on. So right there, we made almost, what is it, 5, 6, 7, almost $20 on one K35 just off of 3 parts. Almost $20, and only spent $5 on it. So those 3 parts profit me almost $12 off of one Keurig part. But I see there's more parts with it. That's just 3.
Well, let's just say, I guess I didn't hear the 3 parts. I heard 2, a pump and a reservoir. But
Yeah,
What was
see,
the-
here's another one, a drip tray, and I've sold three. I sold three of these already. Just the drip tray off of K35. This one, let's see, $7.89. That's $21 just in drip trays right there alone.
Yeah, but you only get one drip tray per coffee pot.
Right, but I've sold all three of them. Like they go fast.
So the drip tray, the reservoir, and the pump are pretty much guaranteed sales, right? That's the three parts.
Yeah, the mini pumps. Yeah, here's another mini pump for. I made my earnings on it was $7.14.
So you make after fees and shipping and everything, and your box that it costs you to put it in, you're making somewhere between $10 and $15 per pot for a $6
No, more than that. So you got
profit.
on profit. So on the pot, you're making the reservoir. You've got two motors. You got the drip tray. So that's roughly anywhere. We're going to say on average is $6.50 each. Okay, we're going to say on average, all right, because of the reservoirs are a little, depending on where they're going. Okay, because the reservoirs are bigger than the other stuff. The other stuff is it's less than $5 to ship it. But I charge shipping on that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 24. So $26. So you take $6 out of it for say cost of goods there. So I've profited $20 off of one pot, just off of 4 parts on the item. That's just
That's
4 parts.
before you pull your cost of goods out. So you got
No, that's after. That's after the cost of goods. If so, I make profit $26 before cost of goods.
Okay, so
So
you
if I take $6 out for
make about
cost of
$20.
goods, yeah, it leaves me $20.
Yeah, I just got to weigh them and pack them. 15. I don't know. I mean, if they're selling at a decent rate, there's nothing wrong with that. Cost of goods is about $6 and about what, 20 minutes to tear one down?
Yeah. So I mean, but see, look on the Keurig K 2.0 400 water reservoir with the lid. That one. So, see, I've sold several of these already too. So this is sold for $21 plus $9.99 shipping, which come out order total $33.30 after shipping, which was the after shipping the label was only $7.16. My order earnings were $19.89 off of a reservoir, off of the tall reservoir, off of another brand, and I've sold several of those already too. And see, and that's another pot that I've got $6 in. See, I've sold. So this is off of one of the red ones that I got. So on the red one alone, because I've only had one red pot. Okay, I spent $6. We'll say $6. We'll say $6.50 on it. Okay, I've sold a pump off of it. And that one, my profit on it was $8.51. Let's see. I sold another pump off of it. $6.79 is my profit on it. Here's I said the reservoir. I just told the reservoir. That particular reservoir, my profit of $19.89 on it. And then the top cover replacement part sale, I sold it separately. It made $6.60 profit.
You just need to find a whole bunch of red ones.
Yeah, the red drip tray. We made $6.26, 27 cents.
How much did that red drip tray sell for? Like the total.
The red drip tray for. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. There's a different model. That's not right. That's not right. That listing's wrong, and somebody bought it. It sold for $15.96 shipped. Let's see, is this the red one? No, that's not the red one there.
You have free shipping on those?
No. I charge $9.99 on the reservoirs. I charge $4.99 on the smaller stuff. On the motors, well, no, not the motors. The motors I charge $3.99. The plastic components such as the drip tray and
what are you shipping for $3.99?
Well, it's like $4.20 something cents depending on where it's going. It's the little bitty tiny motors. They're like
no, but you can't ship. I can't ship this for.
Oh no, I'm no. So the reason I do $3.99 on those small motors because when you look them up, they're listed. Other place, the ones that are sold are all free shipping. Every one of them's free shipping.
Yeah.
So I just subtract maybe $1 or $2 of what is shipped for, and then add $3.99 to my cost. So it's pretty much the same. I'm trying to find the freaking I sold that red thing too.
You gotta wait on that.
Okay, the replacement head, the thing that opens and closes, we sold it and we profited $9.83 on it.
Nice.
And that one should have been a $9.99 shipping, and then that's when I was changing all my shipping around, and somebody bought it before I could change the shipping because I had it listed for $3.99, and then I realized it's like, no, those parts need to be at $9.99, and so I did lose $4 on that item because of shipping, because the label actually cost $7.67. But I've got all that changed now, like my reservoirs and my replacement head parts are $9.99. The water heaters are $9.99. The plastic parts are $4.99, and like the little tiny motors are $3.99 on the shipping.
How much? $5?
Okay, one. Need dimensions?
I will in just a second. So 5 pounds. What's the dimensions?
13, 10, 3.
I already had them right. Hundreds of new categories on List Easier. I just got an email from Josh. I don't need more. That's what I think about the niche store. I was going to say too, Chris. That's if you find something that's super easy to photograph and list, like ephemera, which I wouldn't necessarily recommend that because we don't make a ton of sales there, and you can use List Easier to list it to where you can focus on the other side of the business, building the brand. The listing of that stuff for us is not, like I said, I listed probably about $1,000 worth of listings today in a couple hundred listings, and I did it, 20 minutes?
I don't know.
And sold 2 of those 3D printed items of ours already today, probably just from bringing the traffic in from those listings. So List Easier, if nothing else, is working very good for that type of thing, because I don't have to focus on the niche as well or as much as you would.
Right.
Like, it's not my main business. It's what's driving traffic to my main business. Not that that's relevant to what you were talking about, but I forgot to mention that. List Easier is a big part of making that work for me.
Dave Decade says, "What are your thoughts about eBay pushing fixed rate shipping over calculating?"
I have not yet heard eBay say shit about them wanting that. I've
Yeah, I
heard
haven't either.
YouTubers say stuff about it. I've never heard eBay say anything about it.
Yeah, I've heard other YouTubers, but I haven't heard eBay. But I mean, I'm still like Dave. I've done flat rate for a long time, and then recently I've went back to calculated because shipping prices went up and my flat rate wasn't covered. I'm going to California, so I've had to make some adjustments to my flat rate. But I've used flat rate for a very long time. But anything that weighs over like 10 pounds or over, or yeah, 10 pounds or over, I use calculated shipping.
I'd love to know where they're getting that information, or if they're reading between the lines and hearing what they want to hear because of what they do.
I haven't read anything yet.
I know I saw Kevin talking about it, but I think he was also inferring from something else he heard. I don't think it's anything that eBay has ever officially came out and said or even insinuated, in my opinion. And if they do, shipping. I don't care. The customer's going to pay the shipping one way or the other. You tell me how you want me to ship, I'll ship it that way, and I'll build the price in. So it doesn't bother me in that aspect. But I do think a lot of people are kind of thinking eBay has said that. I don't think eBay has ever said anything of the sort. I think somebody read between the lines and ran with it. What?
You done with that?
Yes.
Put it in that other box is super tight. I'll have a toy lot, a tie lot. Oh,
Yeah, I've been using flat rate for a couple of years now.
Right, and then
So why did you make the switch? I don't really remember why, Chris.
Well, remember, I was having problems with losing money on shipping to California and all that because like 99% of my sales was going to California right after they changed.
You were losing money with calculated shipping?
No, with flat rate. With
Oh,
flat
yeah.
rate. Because I did flat rate, and right after they changed the shipping cost, I didn't realize how bad. It wasn't that they jumped bad. It's just when you ship to that zone out there, they raised the cost like 7% or something like that.
I understand that. I thought you were still doing calculate, or thought you was doing flat rate.
No, well, I switched over to calculated for a little while, and now me and Tammy's been doing the shipping, and she's been averaging it out. So we've got it pretty much nailed down to where we're at on flat rate.
So you are still doing flat rate?
Yes, except on items that are 10 pounds and above. Like if it's more than 10 pounds, I do calculated shipping on it. Or if it's an oversized box.
Yeah, see there, Nick Picker just Kevin did a video explaining what he said yesterday. He was reading between the lines, except he said that they said that at eBay Open. Kevin wasn't at eBay Open, so he had to get that secondhand. I think eBay just doesn't want people charging store rates. I pass on a percentage of my discount. If you pass on the whole discount and then eBay charges you their 13% of their fees on your shipping, then you're passing on at a loss. We actually did the math on it on Unemployed for a Living podcast, and with the current amount that we ship, we would be about $6,000 or $7,000 in the hole in shipping losses, just paying eBay's fees if we passed on our discount. So we had to do some backwards math, and we pass on 5% of the discount. And that basically breaks us even. We're not making a nickel on the shipping, but we're not losing money. But that includes our fees and a buck or two for the boxes and tape. And it keeps us right there in that even zone, which is where that's all I want to do, is not lose money on shipping. If I'm not losing money on shipping, I'll do whatever they want.
What'd you say your rate is?
We pass on 5% of the discount.
Yeah, Brad, you pass on a discount too, don't you?
Yeah.
ready?
If you sit down and do the math at eBay's fees that they charge you on your shipping and estimate how much you ship in a year, it's insane what that number comes up to at the end of the year.
78. 7, 8.
I can only do pounds. 8. Same size.
13,
10,
10.
3.
3.
Thank you. Yeah, Dave, we use calculated on pretty much everything of ours in our main store. Everything but jewelry, which we know what the jewelry is going to cost. We use free shipping on that. We build it in. On the ephemera store, we're using standard envelope and one size box and only one size box. So it's really easy to do a flat rate. Yep, that's the same here, Nick Vicker. That's all we're trying to do is make sure that the fees in the box are paid for. I'm not going to pay eBay for the privilege of shipping through their platform. Like they're going to charge me fees on my shipping. Somebody's going to cover it, and it ain't going to be me because that comes up to be a very large number over the course of a year when you ship as much as we do. Yeah. I think we converted Ken on the podcast one day. We sat down and actually did the numbers, and Ken was shocked how much he paid in just on his shipping for the prior year. And if he had passed that on, and that's 10% of your profit at the end of the year is probably about what it would have came up to for his store. That's crazy. That's a big number. Yeah. Todd, you're in a good position like we are, kind of in the center of the country. Our calculated is not bad no matter where we go to, so we can get away with calculated easier than, say, Chris can. Because our calculated rates come up pretty decent being in the center. Josh, we were just
look at
talking
there.
about you.
Mr. Josh Galt.
I was just talking about I got an email from you.
You could join us, Josh, if you want to.
And I was just praising List Easier because it's making my new business model very easy.
I'm thinking about signing up for check it out. If you want to come sell me, Josh.
Josh, there's a link in the chat if you'd like to join us.
Just don't use code Commonwealth because you get the dumbed down version.
Okay.
And they only use Gemini for the AI when you use code Commonwealth. So don't use that code. Just sign up. Always got us on the drive. Nice. Don't be typing and driving, Josh. We need you, man. Can't have you going off Niagara Falls or anything over there.
What part of Canada does he live in?
I know he lives near Niagara Falls, from what I understand. Oh, Josh, yeah, our sales have increased quite a bit. We're loving it. Cannot complain. But we have a pretty specific use case for it. Like, we're not, if we were doing business the way we were a year ago, I probably wouldn't use it at all. So it definitely changed things for us. It made some things possible that never were. Next movie lot. Now we just gotta find a box up there. Oh, Blu-ray lot. Man, I have a lot of copies of Talladega Nights for some reason. Got it on DVD. I got it on Blu-ray. Got multiples.
What was it again?
Talladega Nights. All categories open? Holy cow, you guys are busy.
Including Playmobil?
I saw the email about a bunch of new categories this morning. If you guys get through all 18,000 categories, you guys have been busy.
Are you guys going to do sports cards, Josh?
I think from what I've heard, it's done really well on sports cards. I think somebody said that on one of the lives, that it actually does surprisingly well on sports cards. I don't know if they have the categories added, but
Man, I just destroyed a Bo Nix rookie card.
Chris, we've spent like 4 episodes trying to get you away from sports cards, though. Come back.
Yeah.
Don't go into that light. Stay out of it.
Yeah.
That's where resellers go to die. You know that.
Well, I don't sell them on eBay because it takes too long to list on eBay.
I don't know. You're talking to the wrong person for that. It doesn't take long.
That's why I asked Josh if they're going to do sports cards.
Well, you're worried about hitting your listing limit. I guess on eBay, the listing limit for cards is a little different, though, isn't it?
Yeah, because you get 10,000 free listings. Sports cards.
Sports cards are up.
Oh, they are.
Lag likes selling sports cards.
Yeah. All right, explain to me how this thing works then. You take a picture of it and you just put it in and it creates the listing for you?
Take your pictures. If you're doing sports cards, you have a front and a back. You're scanning probably.
Yeah, I got the scanner right here.
So take your whole folder that you scanned in of however many cards you want to list.
Yeah.
When you first start, so pro tip here, when you first start, do a batch of like 10.
Yeah.
Don't do 200 listings in your first batch, because when you screw it up, you're going to be really mad. So do like 10, upload your photos, you tell it to create a batch, you put in anything you know about them. So on sports cards, you can create a template for, these are going to be NFL cards or whatever. You put in whatever you can that you do know, and then you tell it use every second or every 2 pictures is one listing, and you hit create the listings. And it'll fill in your listings for you, just like a draft, right inside List Easier.
Very similar to doing like the bulk upload with eBay, right?
Then you just, but it works.
Yeah.
I mean,
but telling it two pictures per thing.
Yep. Then you just go through and look at your drafts and see what's on them. If you want to change something, change it. If you like them the way they are, well, you got to price them.
Yeah, I was going to say, I do the pricing and the shipping on them, right?
Well, you set up a shipping policy. So set up a shipping policy for sports cards.
Okay.
And then you select that shipping policy, and that way it'll all be set up for you. Shipping policy, payment policy, return policy, you select that in your template when you set it up.
Yeah.
And then literally you go through and just price it. And pricing's easy because it pulls up your listing, your draft, and there's a button on it that says show comps on eBay, and you click that and it brings up sold comps on eBay. So you could just find your comp, go back, put in your price.
So it does the comp for each individual one?
It has the button that'll look up the comp for you.
Right.
Yeah, for every listing. It's super.
If they've got a sports card category, then I am very interested in it. So here we go. Run them
Mine
scanner,
Corey's on
front and back,
Sorry,
drag the folder. Never mind, Corey's on it. What scanner do you use? I use the Epson ES-402 is the scanner that I use.
I just got a cheap one I got at a garage sale for doing the postcards, and that works. It works fine for what I do.
Yeah, this one would probably do sports card. I mean, it'd do anything. I mean,
oh, here, pro tip, Chris. They just opened up not too long ago. Josh will know when. I think maybe a week or 2 ago, they opened it up to where you can connect 5 eBay accounts to your one List Easier account. So if you want to list on your main store and a card store, you can have up to like 5 accounts attached to List Easier.
yeah, I won't put my cards on my main store. I'll probably just create so how many listings am I allowed to do a month?
On the lowest plan, you could do 1,000 listings a month.
And how much is that?
70, I think. What is it, Josh? $70 a month? Is it? Were you looking weird at that?
$70 a month. Yeah. That means I'd have to get rid of my Nifty.
That's Chris, that face you just made, that's the best argument I've seen against selling cards. If you list 1,000 cards in 1 month and you're worried about $70 a month, you should not be listing cards. That You literally just made the best argument for getting out of sports cards that I've seen. I couldn't
Boy.
give you a better one.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've been doing pretty good over here on buysportscards.com.
If you list 1,000 cards, will you make 70 a month?
So far I've made. Hold on a minute. I have. All right, hold on. Let me go here. On my dash, let's see. I've got 1,762 listings. I got 2,568 cards. Let's see, orders.
CCL finds it doesn't cross list yet. I have heard rumors that that may be on the path, but they don't do that yet. I don't even have time to cross. I wouldn't want to cross list. I have too much going on just with 2 eBay accounts.
So my first sale was on 8/18, and the other day was 9/13, and it's roughly $65.
So no, it wouldn't be worth it.
But wait though, this is on a site that's not popular.
It's also that's your full sale, right? Are there any fees?
No, there's no fees on this thing. eBay's got fees.
Then
The only fee that I pay. Hold on a minute. Let me look. The only fee I pay is a payment processing fee, which is a flat 44 cents on every order, not every card.
Chris, we talked about the kind of the path I'm going where my inventory doesn't matter as much.
Yeah.
As like my main store. My inventory has to be good inventory at a good price on my main store.
Right.
My inventory on my ephemera store is marketing. It doesn't have to be great. It just has to draw in the customers that I want to sell to for my products.
Right.
So it's a different ball of wax. And I think part of what people are getting wrong with List Easier is they see that I can list 1,000 a month. And trust me, if you have it, you'll list that 1,000 a month in less than a month. I've ran out, and I'm going to run out this month before we hit the end. Like I'll have a week where I won't be able to list it all. But just because you can list 1,000 a month doesn't mean you can list 1,000 pieces of garbage. You still have to have good inventory. It still has to be worth selling unless you have a plan for why it doesn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for cards, like sports cards, unless you have good quality cards that are not dollar cards, I wouldn't even bother with List Easier. I wouldn't bother with anything. They'd be in the garbage can here already.
Right.
Or I'd sell.
I'm a little different on that. You know, I think you can, and I have, you know, I think you can make. I'm not saying you can't make. I can't make a living on it. No, I can't make a living on it at all. But I mean, what we talked about the sports cards part of it. I mean, the sports cards part of it for me right now is just pretty much a hobby. You know, I open the packs on TikTok and I take the cards and put them on buysportscards.com. And I actually this week, and I'm probably going to start doing this too, is this week I finally got enough followers or whatever it is on TikTok to where now I've been approved to sell my cards that I've opened on TikTok. It's not like TikTok has the TikTok shop thing. They've always had that. Well, now they got a thing where you can actually sell your own products on TikTok. They don't have to order from wherever, China or Japan or whatever. Now they can order from you.
I don't think that saying you can't make a living on it is accurate. I think you can make a living in sports cards. I think
there's people out there that do, but I'm not doing that.
I think
that's not where I'm at right now.
Yeah, I think you got to get really serious about it.
Yeah.
For me, every minute that I spend looking at some sports card or trading card, I have a whole here. Here you go. There's a whole tote. Those are all trading cards for the most part. They're all Star Wars cards.
Yeah.
I could list those individually and sell them at $2 a piece all day long, probably. I'm not going to. I'm going to put them in big stacks on this table and they're going on an auction lot because every minute I spend on that is a minute that I can't spend on the business that I know makes me money.
Right. I understand.
I'm not going to invest any time in it because I know there's no real, like it's taking focus away from something that I know already works.
Right.
So I just don't. But that's me. That there are people that do cards that would probably love to get. That's why I'm selling them in big lots, and they could buy them dirt cheap.
There's people on Whatnot would love to have that tote.
What's that?
There's people on Whatnot that would love to have that tote.
I know, and this is the second tote we've gone through. I'm not willing to play with something that pulls.
Yeah.
I don't want to pull focus away from what actually pays the mortgage every month. It
Right.
doesn't make sense. I have something that works, so we're doubling on that.
Right. So Nick Picker, I used to use Flip. I used Flip for a long time, even when it was free. And so here's the thing with Flip. Flip, you have to leave the browser open for to work with Poshmark correctly. But you can cross list. You only cross list one item at a time. You got to do all that other filling everything in. With Nifty, 2 clicks and my item is listed on another platform. Also, that item is constantly the platform can be closed out and it's constantly doing the shares and follows for Poshmark and needs to be done. It also does what they call recreate items on Poshmark. Every 62 days, my items start recreating. If it's been on there for 62 days, it ends the item and then it completely recreates it. It don't delist it. It don't copy it. It don't do none of that. It delists it. It ends it, but it don't sell similar or none of that mess. But you can do that on all the platforms that Nifty offers. But I only do that on Poshmark, and Nifty has paid off for me in Poshmark because I hadn't sold anything on Poshmark in over a year, and I started Nifty, and I've sold more on Poshmark some weekends than I have on eBay. And I've sold more on Poshmark in the last 6 months than I have the previous 2 years. So Nifty has worked out really, really well for me. For me, the money spent there pays for itself, and I'm happy with that. My package, you can get 3 different packages on Nifty. The one I have is the biggest one. It's not the biggest one. There's one above it, but the one above it allows you more listings. I don't know. They changed all that. Now you can just list whatever you want. I think it's more AI is what it is. So the one I have is $70 a month. And
hold on, hang on. You pay $70 a month for a cross list program?
Yeah.
To list the same amount of things you're already listing, but you balk at $70 a month at a program that would list 1,000 items in a month. And here's the important part: you list that 1,000 items, but you do it in 1/4 of the time you're already spending listing the 100 you get listed.
I don't think I understand the question.
The $70 a month you balked at on List Easier.
Yeah.
And
no, I didn't balk at it. I was just like,
you would list 1,000 items in about 1/4 of the time it takes you to list the maybe 100 that you do get listed.
No, listen. On List Easier, if I did the cards on List Easier for $70, I would list 1,000 items in one day, and I'm done. So then I can't list anything the rest of the month. You follow what I'm saying? I could do it with this scanner right here. I can do 1,000 cards in no time.
No, I know that.
And the way you're talking with List Easier, you can move a whole lot faster than that. You
could list 1,000 in one day. I could list 1,000 of mine in one day. I don't. I stagger them. I list a couple hundred a day, maybe.
Yeah.
I try to hit about $1,000 a day.
Right.
So how many listings that takes?
And Tanya's right here. She says there's days nothing sells on eBay, but I sells on Posh, Mercari, and Depop. So and she's right, because there are days that I have no sales on eBay, but I sell on Posh. But Mercari, I'm going to get rid of Mercari because I haven't sold on Mercari in over a year. So even with Nifty, but Poshmark pays for Nifty alone, and so that one's like, so you can do just a Posh automated for $25 a month. You can do just the eBay automated for $25 a month. You can do full automation for $40 a month, which is eBay and Posh and all the other ones for $39 a month. Or you can do cross listing plus for $39.99 a month. Or you can do cross listing pro for $59.99. Or you can do bundle plus, which is $69.99, and bundle plus is the cross listing and the full automation. So
I think here's part of where our disconnect is too. You sell a lot of clothes,
yeah.
So cross listing to Posh makes some sense for you. For me, I'm actively in the mode of making my business. I don't care how many sales I get. I don't care if I get $10,000 worth of sales or $2,000 worth of sales. I'm trying to get a higher profit number.
Yeah.
So what I take home at the end of the week is the only number I care about. So I
Right.
don't care if that's a sales. I care what the number that comes to my bank is. So I'm trying to simplify everything else. I want to focus heavily on the profit number and make everything else as easy as I can. And checking 6 websites to see where I sold something and cross listing doesn't even come into that.
Well,
It's not even
it's
close.
kinda-
It makes
I understand.
That's
I understand. I understand what you're saying.
but if I
you
was
gotta
doing
look at it,
primarily clothes, I might think differently.
right, but you got to look at it this way too. With the 6 sites, you know, I mean, every day you check your main eBay store, you check your ephemera store, you check it. Well, every Saturday you check dollarauction.com, and if there's anything else, you got anything listed on, you check. But
I check one email, and I see
you don't
what
check your ephemera store.
it comes the same email.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you
can
do
forward
that?
emails. I make sales every day in all of those places,
Right.
but I don't cross list anything. Like I know that I have to do shipping for eBay, so that's the 2 stores, and I have to go log into them regardless because we make sales every day.
Right.
And
See,
I know
every morning we open up 3 tabs. We open up Poshmark, Next Cup Solutions, and Buck Mountain,
so,
and
so
we
it's
ship
not
from those 3
complicating-
stores. Huh?
So it's not complicating it for you.
No, it's not complicated at all.
It would be for us. It would add complication to it. And that's what we're trying to get rid of. But if it's the process you already have built, then it doesn't complicate it for you.
No, it's not complicated for me. I hardly ever. The only time I open up my Poshmark app is if someone sends me an offer on an item. I get an email for it, and then I go over there and I look at it. On my Next Cup Solution app, on my Next Cup Solution eBay store, I open it up, open the tab up every morning on it. And if there's something sold, we ship it. If there's offers that need to be sent or accepted or whatever, something that's gotten dropped out of the draft into the store that needs to be promoted, I do all that right then and there. And then I close it out. I don't open it back up again to the next morning. You know, I mean, if I check messages the next day, I check offers. Somebody sent me the offers throughout the day, I just accept it the next morning, you know. I mean, because it's not my main, again, it's not my main profit. You know what I mean? Our main profit is the main eBay store. It's supposed to be. You know what I mean? I mean, that's the way it's set up. And
for us with the dollar auction,
sir,
we don't log into the dollar auction hardly ever except for on Saturday after 5 o'clock.
right.
And then Tuesday, I'm listing these on Tuesday, but this is our clearance side of our business.
Yeah.
We're taking listings out of totes, we're piling them into big lots, and we're doing clearance. So we log in Tuesday to list, but then we log in Saturday after 5 to ship, and that's the only 2 times we look at the dollar auction. Everything else, I guess I look at it like this: if I could own 5 car washes in 5 cities and make $100,000 a year, or somebody said you can own 1 car wash in 1 city and make the same amount, I'd rather own the 1 car wash.
1 car wash, right.
That's what we're trying to do. That's what we're always trying to do in business, is simplify and grow the profit side.
Right, right.
That's just how we're approaching it. So the cross listing has never made a ton of sense to us, but we're in a different business model than you are. You sell different stuff than we do.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. And see, you know what we were supposed to do today?
No, I have no idea.
You know what I was supposed to do today?
Reseller therapy.
What I was supposed to do on the show today?
On the show?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Remember last week we were supposed to sit here and I was supposed to go through my listings and double check the pricing and all that on them.
Oh hell, I thought you had that done after last week.
No, I didn't get it all done. I've done some of it.
Did you list cards this week at all?
Yes, I've listed parts this week.
See, you could have had your listings fixed if you hadn't listed those stupid cards.
Right, I know. I hadn't been dealing with another eBay store.
Just trying to help you out, man.
I haven't.
Look to the burn barrel.
Look, you see, I got sports cards sitting right here. This is the first time I pulled sports cards out of the box in 3 weeks. Sure is. I just been busy doing other stuff. I get to go to Georgia again tomorrow.
I know a lot of people make a lot of money in sports cards, but they also put a lot of energy into it.
Oh yeah. Well, what I did recently is you talk about throw some away. I did throw some away here recently, and what I did is I went through them and I asked ChatGPT. I says, okay, this is the year, this is the card. What card in this stack or in this year in this set is worth $5 or more? And it come back and told me in chronological order which ones they were. I pulled those cards out. I kept them. The rest, they went to the trash.
Teresa, do you have a letter for this lot? Dude, let's do J.
I see you put them back in the phone.
I think another difference that's not being mentioned is List Easier basically create your listings minus comps. Nifty's not going to do that, right?
No.
Say that again.
I said List Easier is going to create your listings minus the comps. That's not something Nifty's going to do for you.
No, ChatGPT.
Well, I understand the cross-posting part of Nifty that you want to talk about. I have a question for Josh Galt. Of the cross-listing platforms that, if he's still here, I doubt he's still tuned in, but of the cross-listing platforms that don't have their own AI, i.e. List Perfectly, have any of the cross-listing people reached out to List Easier about doing a integration?
Big Commerce. They partnered with Big Commerce, which is a major company that does cross-listing.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't even know that one.
They do. I think their biggest platform right now for their cross listing, I believe, is to Shopify and WooCommerce probably. But that's kind of what their business is built around, the way I understand it, and the experience I've had with it. So I think they're in the right company. Like Big Commerce it's not a small company. Like they have some experience behind them. So I think they've got the right partner. And I think once they figure out how to build a listing on eBay, everything else is just, at that point, everything else is routine. Mm-hmm. I think, especially, I mean, as quick and as well as they figured out the back end of eBay and the API of eBay, if they can get that working, I really do think they can make anything work. Like Super Dave's got it on lock, I think.
Yeah. So here's a discussion. I don't know if I've ever heard anyone actually have. You get a cross-listing service. We'll use Nifty because Chris has been talking about it. Chris pays $70 a month. Is that what you said for Nifty?
Yeah.
What is the number?
What is the what, Brad?
What is the number you want to hit to feel like it was actually worth it? If you just sell enough to pay for the program,
then you've lost money.
Then yeah. So like, what's the percentage over that you feel like, okay, if I sell this much, because you're selling, and probably you have to sell more than you think with cost of goods and blah blah blah, figured in too. But what's the percentage of what's the number that you need to hit over 70 to feel like you actually accomplished something? I don't think anybody's ever talked about what that number is. They talked about in the first week it paid for itself.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
what about the rest of the month?
All right. For me,
because here's why I'm thinking of it with the cross listing stuff, and I do use Vendu, but I'm thinking if all you do is sell enough to break even, you're just giving that inventory away.
And you're paying,
because you're paying for it. I see what you're saying, because you're paying.
Giving that inventory away to your customers.
Right. Gotcha. Understand.
To pay somebody else.
So for me, in order for it to be worth it for me, I have to make $300 a month on the other platforms.
On combined.
Yes, combined.
Okay.
For it to be worth it. That's after the $70 is paid. So if you want to look, I have to make we'll just make it even number. $370, or you can say $400 a month on the other platforms outside of eBay for Nifty to be effective for me.
Is that in sales or profit?
That's in profit.
Okay, so you figure
You have to
just
sell.
$700 in sales to achieve that in profit after fees and shipping and everything else. Are you making that?
I'm making right now. I just did my last monthly thing, and I made $485 off of Poshmark last month.
So no, you're not making it.
Yes, I am, because that's over my 350
Profit or net or
profit.
Oh,
Profit.
okay, I thought you meant for something sale.
No, so profit.
Okay.
Because in Nifty, you can go in Nifty and see your numbers. Like it keeps up with your numbers and stuff. You can actually put in cost of goods on Nifty, and it'll break it all down for you.
I'll see. It makes sense then. And like you said, you sell a lot of clothes. It makes a lot more sense for you than me.
Yeah. So Dave, yeah, I wouldn't trust so on the comps on ChatGPT, sometimes you can trust it, sometimes it's wrong. And I'll tell you a practice that I've gotten into. So with some of the items that I do, I pretty much know, what the value of them are going to be. And if ChatGPT is anywhere close, I'll use it. But if not, if I see something out of the way, kind of oddball, and even sometimes I still do a double check, I will copy paste the title it gives me and put it in the search bar, and it pulls up what I'm looking at. And it's about, I'm going to say for me, it's gotten to be now, when I first started, it was about 75% correct on everything. Now it's getting to be closer to about 80 to 85%. I mean, so if I do a batch of 10 items through ChatGPT, 8 of them will be right out of the 10. But I double check everything before I actually list it, But I do it every day. I use ChatGPT for my listings every day. So it's gotten used. I think it even talks like me sometimes.
I would delete my account and start over.
But yeah, the sports cars things and stuff, that's almost, I like getting sports cards, and I've created a TikTok opening packs on TikTok. I've created a following with that. I enjoy doing it. And so what I had was all these cards after I opened the packs. I've tried selling them on eBay. I have sold some on eBay, especially the larger, like $100 cards.
I argue with mine. Dave
What's
said
that?
he did marriage status with his ChatGPT. He argues with it every day.
Yeah.
Me too.
When it starts taking too long, man, I'll be like, what's your holdup? Why are you being slow? What's going on? Are you broke? I get on to it too. But yeah, sports cars is pretty much a hobby, kind of. Because, I mean, I've sold them on Whatnot, made good money. I've done garbage pail kid breaks on Whatnot, made really good money on there. But
everything you do in your life can't be focused around making money either. You got to have a hobby. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it is. I enjoy opening the packs. I really do. And I do it on TikTok. I make the video and do it on TikTok. And then so I got the cards. What are you going to do with them? You going to sell them or throw them away? So I decided that I get on, after watching Carrie's videos on buysportscards.com, I got on there and I started listing them and I started selling them. And see, a lot of cards that I've been selling on buysportscards.com, I would not sell on eBay. I know for a fact I wouldn't sell them, So, I mean, it's an avenue to get rid of them, I mean, it's slow right now, but I mean, when I say slow, I mean I'm not selling. Well, actually,
How are they making their money?
I don't know. Probably on the payment fees, probably.
What are the payment fees?
Where we want?
So whenever I have an order, it's not per card, it's per order. Because like I just did an order this morning that had 6, 7, 8 cards in it. So the only fee they had is a payment processing fee, which is 44 cents. That's it. There's no seller. There's no BCS seller fee. Then they.
It's like a 2.9 plus 30 cent type of thing.
No, it's not even that. There's no seller fee at all.
44 cents all the time, or is it vary depending on the order size?
It's 40. Well, let's see. That was 6 cards. I'm pretty sure it's 44 cents, no matter what. Let me get one card here. One card, 44 cents. So the buyer paid $4. That included shipping, and they took out 44 cents. Shipping was 99 cents, and I made $2. No, the buyer paid $4. Order total was $4. Processing payment was 44 cents. Shipping cost was 99 cents. Net total $2.57.
Yeah, I mean that's almost got to be where they're building it in.
And the card that I sold for $3 because they charged $1 in shipping. The card that I sold for $3 would not have sold on eBay. I wouldn't have made $2.57 on this card on eBay. Wouldn't have done it. There's no way. So I mean, for me, it's just an avenue to get cards out of here. You know, I mean. They're sitting back there anyway. I might as well just get them listed and
great
back there.
It's a great backdoor for the hobby for sure.
Yeah. So I like it. I mean, I like opening packs because like I pulled it like last year. I pulled a Jaden Daniels Prism Disco card. You know, I sold it on eBay for $100 in 3 hours.
Professional disc golf player?
No, football player.
Football?
Yeah, it's just the card is called a Disco Prism card, and I sold it in 3 hours on eBay for $100. You know, that was before I had sportscards.com. You know, but I didn't make $100. You know, I had to pay fees and everything else on eBay. If I'd have sold it on here, I would have made
tens of thousands
minus the shipping and the 44 cents.
We've made tens of thousands selling sports cards, but we're selling them brand new in the box, like the whole box.
Yeah,
like individual cards, we just don't.
Yeah,
for us, it doesn't make any sense. Like it's as a hobby, I get it, but for us,
well, the packs that you're selling is pretty good years too. It's those years.
It's just Bo Jackson's rookie year, and we had cases of them, so they sold.
Yeah. That's the key.
But we just got lucky because we didn't know.
Right, and see, and that's another key is you got to look and see which years sets have got the cards in them.
See, that's a knowledge set that I don't want either. Like it's something we don't watch sports of any kind, like at all. Maybe competitive hot dog eating, maybe like that's as sporty as we get here. So it's one that doesn't hold any interest for us either. So we wouldn't dive in it deep enough to figure out how to make money in it.
So you're not sports fans?
Not any sport. Like we don't go to any sports except for when the kids were in school and they were in sports, we'd go support them. I don't know. We've never really understood the concept of sports.
Really?
It'd be like me rolling into the butcher shop and yelling over the counter to tell the butcher how to do his job better when I've never butchered anything. It just doesn't make sense. People they're telling them how to do the job.
Yeah, there's a lot of people get overexcited about it. You know, Brad, I'm pretty sure he's upset this week. So. Brad said no.
I know somebody who would have been upset Saturday.
We see
Came
people posting on social media about this week we lost or this week we won. I'm like, we who? You weren't there.
Well, that's their team. Their
You
team.
didn't play.
Then you say my team won. My team lost.
This we crap. Like they contributed.
Yeah, I'm not big on that.
Did you watch that, Brad?
No, I was at a wedding.
No.
Hey, that's a Zelf.
I know, it's my last one.
Ooh, somebody's gonna get a deal.
That was probably one of the best games I watched in a while.
Look at these little things, Chris. You ever seen those?
Yeah.
It's not a troll. It's not one of the treasure trolls.
Oh, it's not
It's a Zelf.
a Zell.
They're called Zelfs. We sold a bunch of these.
Really? Single?
Yeah, individually, we sold a bunch of them.
Like, for how much?
Some of them were 20 some bucks a piece.
Really?
So yeah, one of them was 50.
That's nuts.
You get it for a weight on that. Oh, you haven't yet.
The other thing I like about this buysportscards.com is I can list the twice amount of cards
Right up.
an hour than I did. Well, no, I can list more than that. So I can list probably about, man, golly, I could probably list about 5 times the amount of cards in 1 hour than I could on eBay.
Well, yeah, but here's an idea for you. I could go out in my driveway and grab a bucket of rocks and wash them off, and I could list about 1,000 in an hour with List Easier.
Yeah.
They got just as good a chance of selling as your dollar sports cards.
I don't know.
I'll try it. You want to start a sports card show? I'll start a rock collector store, and we'll see who outsells who. If I
don't
sell
know,
more
Rob.
rocks, you have to
People
burn all
buy-
your cards.
People buy rocks though, man.
I know they do. That's why I said if I sell more rocks in profit than you do sports cards, you got to burn your cards.
No. No. That's a
There's
trap.
a whole lot of things that have no value. You'll probably sell a few of them. That don't mean you should.
I just like fooling with them.
Now I kind of want to go get a box of rocks and see if I can sell some.
Hey, look.
You number this toy lot.
Around here, they were painting rocks at one time and putting the city or whatever they was from, and they was putting them out in the fields or whatever, or at parks and stuff. People walk along, pick them up and collect them, or take them to the next spot or whatever.
11.
I think you could probably get some creek rocks and paint them up real pretty, and I'm pretty sure they would sell on eBay. What do you think there, Brad?
What are we talking about?
Creek rocks.
We get a rock polisher, one of those tumblers,
Yeah.
make some really pretty rocks. If you go to the Black Hills out here, once you get out by Deadwood, there's little stands everywhere selling rocks.
Yeah, they sell rocks around here too. They got volcano rocks, all kinds of rocks. I don't know where the volcano rock is at, but they selling them.
Are you done with that one already?
I haven't. No, I couldn't do it because I didn't have to wait on this last one. Teresa's rushing me over here, guys. This is supposed to be a relaxing work show, woman.
Right. They're supposed to be relaxed.
We're conversating.
You're doing it wrong, Teresa. Stop beating up Corey.
I'm just gathering them up.
Wait for the next one.
Okay.
I might be able to make a bit.
I'll start on this. Thinking about selling stones, hosiery, and shoes. Rocks, Crocs, and socks. Dave says, tell her, Corey, then go hide. I'm not going to hide. I'm going to stand right here and take my beating. If I tell her, I probably had it coming.
You know, I'm going to tell you something, Corey. You're a strong man, because I feel like Teresa probably would kick somebody's tail if they pissed her off enough.
I'll tell you what, the younger years of our marriage,
I bet.
I learned how to dodge a solid steel ashtray more.
Tammy was spitfire back in her day too. Now she pulled some woman over the bar by her hair. That was a band.
Put lock K on that one, Trace.
Okay.
K.
I didn't go around getting in fights. I was just went around and did stupid stuff.
I had more mouth than ass on me as a young man. It took me a while to kind of mellow out.
Yeah, I just did a bunch of stupid stuff back then.
I think that's a young man trait. I think you. K as in Kimberly. Why'd you ask?
Yeah, why'd you ask?
Duh. She is going to hit me pretty soon if I keep it
Better
up.
watch out, Corey.
We're going to get
You
some
asked
domestic
for it.
violence live.
4 pounds.
4 pounds. Okay, what's
10, 10, 5.
All right, I got it.
You getting a lot done over there, Brad?
Yep. Yep.
Ooh. I have a feeling I know what my last 2 lots are going to be today.
Where are they going to be?
Those little metal die-cast like D&D characters.
Oh, yeah, I had some of those at one time.
We're clearing a tote.
You got a tote full of them things?
A small tote, yeah.
Holy cow.
They're all
Are they
new.
all used or new?
They're all new. They're in the package.
They're still in the black box?
No, they're not the black box. They're like the mithril characters.
Oh, okay. I had the ones that were in the black box. I got rid of all mine too.
Yeah, they're the mithril miniatures, like those.
Oh, okay. Mine were in the black box. There's like 4 or 5 of them in each box. Yeah. You couldn't sell those?
I am saying it's on eBay.
What's that, Chris?
Y'all couldn't sell them?
We sold a lot of them.
Oh, okay.
That's just what's left in the bottom of the tote. We want the tote.
You know what I want to do? What
Jump.
that just made me want to do?
Skinny dip.
I don't know. Skinny. I hope we didn't make him want to do that.
God, right. No, it makes me want to go watch. It makes me want to go watch the Lord of the Rings, like from the very beginning with the Hobbit stories first, and then watch Lord of the Rings.
That's an undertaking right there. You're gonna be there a bit. Those are some long shows.
Man, but they were so good, man. I thought they was made really well. The books were better. We'll say that.
I didn't read the books.
You didn't? Holy cow.
Nope.
All right, so look, okay. So the guy in the first movie, at the end of the first movie that dies, is the same one that dies in Game of Thrones. I can't remember his name.
Sean Bean.
Stark.
Yeah, okay. So in the book, when the orcs killed him, they said he had like hundreds of arrows in him and he was still fighting. You know, I mean, it's like a big fight scene and they were just constantly shooting him with arrows and he was still fighting and killing the orcs, and he had a big mound of orcs that was next to him as he was killing them. That's what the best way the book portrayed it, you know. So when they got to that scene, I was just like, for real? Y'all didn't portray it like it did in the book. That just made it dumb.
They'd had to switch to a Wile E. Coyote style cartoon to make that look realistic.
Yeah. But yeah, it was. I mean, the books were great, man. I absolutely
That's
enjoyed.
usually the case. The books usually are better.
Is that in his contract? He's got to die and everything he's in.
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't believe that. I told Tammy as soon as he got killed in Game of Thrones, I was like, man, they killed him in Lord of the Rings in the first movie. What in the world's wrong
That's
with
his
this
resume. What are you known for? Dying.
guy? Yeah. Dying.
Picker's never seen Lord of the Rings.
I can emote death better than any man.
Wait a minute, what? Who's never seen Lord of the Rings?
Nick Picker.
Wow, man, you got to watch it.
It's worth a watch.
It is.
Not
And
a
if you
bad-
want to get the full aspect of it and the full understanding of it, watch The Hobbit first.
Duh, Hobbit.
The 3 series about The Hobbit.
Duh, Hobbit.
That's where you get the full effect. Then you understand what's going on, what the deal is with the ring and all that.
I have a rule. I never read the book first if I'm going to watch
Really?
it. Unless I've already read it, I don't watch. I'd rather watch the movie and then read the book as opposed to reading the book and watching the movie
Why is that?
because they never measure up.
So you would rather read the book first.
Well,
No. No. If I'm gonna watch the movie that also has the book and I haven't read the book, I'd rather watch the movie and then read the book. Because the screen never lives up to the book.
It does not. That's all right. I got him. Leroy, you can't text me during the show that you're supposed to be on. I'll have to get the name for you later, Leroy, if you're still watching.
Yeah, Lisa, it was. It was a good book to read.
I think they're called Middle Earth figures.
Middle Earth. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, Middle Earth was.
Well, Guns N' Roses for
That's where they was located at.
Christ. Okay. I need a step stool so I don't kill myself here.
Guns N' Roses came to the Bonnaroo campgrounds. They did a rock festival here called Exit 111 at the Bonnaroo farm where they do the big music festival in the summer. It was like
That was cool.
it was like 40 degrees, man. It was like October the 13th, and it just happened to get real cold. So we're watching Guns N' Roses, and like it got down. I think by the time the show ended, it was like 37 or 36.
It's good for you.
Yeah,
That's beautiful outdoor weather right there.
yeah. I never thought when I was a kid, if you'd have told me when I was in 7th grade that one day Guns N' Roses would be playing 20 minutes from here, I'd be like, "There's no way." Where? Yeah, it was a 4-day festival. It had like I think Slayer was the headliner the first night, and then Def Leppard was the headliner maybe Saturday night.
No way, dude.
I'm
Def Leppard.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who Friday night was. Might have been Skinnerd, and then Sunday headlined by Guns N' Roses. But they had like shows, they had like bands there all day long, and so there was a ton of bands there.
Def Leppard was my favorite band of all time. I mean, there was a lot of good bands out there, but man, I really like Def Leppard.
I think so.
If you're looking for a modern band that's kind of got a throwback sound, Dirty Honey was there. They were pretty good. I don't know if you've ever listened to Dirty Honey.
No, I listen to all Christian music now.
Oh, that sucks.
No, I don't. I got some good Christian music out there.
I'm just kidding. The thing I used to hate about Christian music, it was just so derivative. It
What do you
was like,
mean?
well, it's like as a music form, they didn't create anything. They were just like the Christian version of insert the band. So like it's like you got to listen to this band, man. They're just like Kiss. And it's like, okay, there is a Kiss. So
There is a Kiss.
yeah. I mean, it's like if I got a chance between hearing like, I don't know, I'm just gonna throw a name out there, Bonnie Raitt or the Christian Bonnie Raitt. It's like I'll just listen to Bonnie Raitt. She already exists, so and she's pretty good. So
Not bad.
What do you think about Brandon Lake?
I like Brandon Lake, but see, he's a guy who's original.
Yeah.
He's not trying to do the Christian thing, but he's just kind of creating his own music, and it's good.
Oh yeah.
So I like Brandon Lake.
Yeah.
But you can tell somebody when they're just trying to be the Christian version of something, so people will think it's cool, and it's not cool.
Right.
I don't know if they'll fit.
Striper, yeah, JP. Striper was original in their day. I mean, they sounded very much of the form, but it's not like Striper was trying to be the Christian Poison. They didn't sound anything alike.
What about Skillet? Do you like Skillet?
Yeah, but Skillet's another one of those things. They're doing their own thing too, you know. There's some of those bands are really good, and some of them are just. I felt like it just felt like prostitution to me.
Did you just say it felt like prostitution?
Yeah, like they were trying to use Christian music, quote unquote, the Christian music scene to make it, because they probably couldn't make it. Like, if given the chance, if they could have made it in the secular world, they would have just been a secular band. But they couldn't break in, so they just became a Christian band. And that's the story of a lot of those bands, I know personally. So
Get an automatic following because they're obligated.
yes. I mean, it's not such a big deal now, but when I was a kid, it's like, my mom, you know how many times I had the Appetite for Destruction tape and then CD? My mom kept throwing it away every time she'd find it. But if I had a Petra tape, she wouldn't throw that away. So
We had a car full, like a literal car full of D&D books and dice and all the D&D stuff as kids. Like the whole back seat of a car was piled up to the windows.
yeah.
And my mom and dad burned every stitch of it, all of it. They were told it was satanistic, and they burned the whole damn thing.
Yeah, Satanic
I
Panic.
was so mad.
Satanic Panic.
Hey, I'll tell you a slightly off color, because I can't say how many people's watching, but I'll share the story. So I had a friend. This is like, I don't know. I might have been in like 8th or 9th grade, but he had an aunt who ran a Spencer's. Do y'all have Spencer's?
Yeah. Yep.
So his aunt would just, like, whenever they would like close out stuff, she'd just give it to him. So he had like all these like funky condoms and French ticklers and just all those crazy little sex toys, right? Well, he would just give them to us, his friends, right? And so, of course, I took them and I hid them somewhere in my closet, like in a box of stuff and blah blah blah. I came home one day, and of course, my mom had found my music stash and tossed all that, and she also found all that stuff.
Oh no.
So here's the thing that moms do occasionally. They sometimes they can't help themselves. They have to just say stuff. She never said a word about it, and so like every night for like a month when we would sit down to eat or something, that was all I could think about while we were eating. She had found all that stuff. I'm sure she thought I was some kind of sexual deviant or something, but
Nice. Sometimes she just don't want to know.
yeah, probably not.
JP, we used to have, we had Rat and Wasp and DAD. We had all the bands back then, and that's probably why they thought we were little Satan's children, and they burned all our D&D stuff.
Right? I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I mean, 80s, 70s, and 80s music was the best. In my opinion, was the best music as far as rock bands and stuff of all time. That I feel that. I mean, those hairband days, man. That was just. I mean,
They had some good music back then. I don't know what
just think the women back then were mad at Motley Crue because their makeup looked better than theirs.
I mean, I guess I'm partial to it because I grew up in that era, but I definitely would say that the musicianship was next level back in the
It was
day.
definitely a show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they
But-
definitely knew how to put on a show.
I like a lot of I like music from every era. I like a lot of music.
I like a lot of music too. I'm not stuck in I don't listen to the 80s music that much anymore. I listen to a lot of the new stuff, but
Yeah, I'm starting to get to the point now where I hear 80s music come on. I go, this really was cheesy.
Really?
Yeah, there's some cheesy stuff out there, man.
How dare you call Rat, Poison, Metallica, Megadeth, Iron Maiden, and all that cheesy?
Some of it was cheesy, and not so much the main players, but like everything that came after in their wake that was just a ripoff. I mean,
Yeah, I can see that. But I mean, also think, man, those days, man, the times have changed. You know. I was watching something the other day, and somebody said something. They says, we're in a time now that there are kids out there that never lived without a cell phone.
well, yeah.
Think about that, man. I mean, I remember there was a time that what is a cell phone?
Shit, I lived for a good chunk of my adult life without a cell phone.
Right? Yeah.
We had been married and had, I think, all three of our kids before we ever got our first cell phone.
I mean, that's just nuts to even think that time, I mean, God forbid you show this generation a beeper, man. They'd be like, what in the world is that?
Now these kids are going to be saying, can you believe there's kids out there they've always had AI since they were born?
Oh, yeah. Think about that.
These millennials are going to be going, I'm so old, they didn't have AI when I was a kid.
yeah, I got a saying in church stuff because things change. And it's like every generation's cutting edge is another generation's traditional. So
Yep.
it's a moving target.
And it's
That's
been
awesome.
moving fast.
Yeah, it's exponential now.
And these, I don't know, maybe I'm just old, but it didn't seem like the days used to move as fast as they do now. These days just fly by so fast.
They
That's
do.
because we're old, Corey.
I know.
You should actually Google that. There's a whole area of study in science having to do with as you age, how your perception of time changes.
Yeah, it sure as hell does. I remember waiting for Christmas as a kid, and it seemed like it took 10 years to get there. And as an adult now, it's like, Jesus, it's Christmas again.
Yeah, Christmas again. Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you what. That is one thing about COVID that I kind of do miss.
Staying
that during that time when you like nobody was open and you couldn't go anywhere for a little bit, time
Yep.
went so slow during that period.
Think it did?
Yeah, it did, because I remember being there and being like, I remember thinking I'd go out and sat by the fire pit and I was like, this is kind of cool. Seemed like this day took forever.
we didn't have a lot of that experience here during COVID though, because we didn't. I mean, our state was one of the ones that we never had a shutdown here.
Ours,
We never had all the mandates here. Like Christy Nome did a really good job of just saying, wait a minute, this is BS. Like more people die of the flu every year. What are we doing?
yeah, it was like it lasted for about, I think about 6 weeks was about the high water mark. And then it was like, we're just opening everything back up.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We still had a lot of people driving alone by themselves in their car with 3 masks on.
I still see that occasionally.
But they didn't close shit down here. If you wanted to go to Walmart, you go to Walmart.
Yeah.
Can somebody
Yeah,
explain
that's
that? Look, can somebody explain that logic to me?
It's not explainable, Chris. It's not. It was just fear. They were afraid.
Hey, Chris, they can't help it that you didn't care about people as much as they did.
Yeah.
In my
That good old
car by
virtue
myself, Brad?
That was the thinking, brother.
It was. They were more virtuous than you.
I don't know, man. I would see that, and I'm like, I understood why some people wore masks out in public and all that, because of the fear factor and all that, and I get that, But man, when I see somebody driving down the road in a car by themselves with a mask on, with the windows rolled up and all that, I'm like, what are you doing?
Well, what if
It
I
made no
coughed
sense
and
to
they
me.
drove through it? You don't know.
I think
Well, his windows was rolled up.
one of the funniest things I know a couple of people that every year, this is way before COVID, just because of allergy stuff, they'll wear masks.
Yeah.
And watching them be like conflicted because they didn't want to wear a mask because they were told to wear a mask, but they always wore a mask, so they were worried that people would think they were submitting to something because they were wearing a mask. It was kind of funny watching.
I'm gonna tell you when I remember before COVID watching videos for the people overseas in Japan and China and all that stuff on some of these things, and you see them walking around with masks on, and you're like, why are they walking around with masks on? Are they sick? I mean, what's going on? And then we saw it here in this country, and I'm like, what in the world is going on? I mean,
I only remember a few times during COVID where they had something where somebody was like, you can't shop in this store unless you're wearing a mask. You can't come in unless you're wearing a mask. And for me, it was just, all right, well, I shop somewhere else. And it was as simple as that. I was never angry about it. I just gave my
They
business.
had that up there?
So
They had some private businesses that were very much mandating you wear a mask or you couldn't come in. And they almost lost their business during COVID, even though we weren't shut down.
I'll tell you how it was here. So, they did, they had the whole mask mandate and stuff like that. And I kept one in my pocket just in case, because like, it's no big deal. It's like, I'll, whatever.
Yeah.
But, and, I remember we went to Murfreesboro, and, I remember went to a Dick's. It's like a sporting store. I don't know if you got that chain where you're at. But
Dick's?
Yeah. So there's Nashville, which is like, the big city. And then outside of Nashville, about 45 minutes is a city called Murfreesboro, which is like one of the fastest growing cities in America. And it's pretty big. And, but we were going in there, and there was a cop, a sheriff's department guy. He was standing outside, and I was walking in, and I heard there was behind us, there was a dude. He's putting his mask on to get ready to go inside, and I heard that sheriff deputy tell him, "You don't have to do that here. It ain't Davidson County," which is that's the county Nashville's in.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You don't have to do that here. It ain't Davidson County."
Right. Oh, we saw people eating in restaurants wearing a mask and taking bites in between, and like the whole thing was just stupid. But and the waitress comes up to you without a mask and takes your order while talking over you. The whole thing was.
I'll tell you one thing I did appreciate about the whole thing. There's none of our Chinese buffets are any good, but there's one in town we go to thrift in that's got a really good Chinese, like Chinese restaurant, Chinese buffet, but buffet style Chinese restaurant. And they had the thing where, you know, you have to wear gloves
Yep.
to get the stuff off the buffet. And I'm like, good Lord, I wish they'd been doing this for years, because
Right.
having
still-
to see people's hygiene at the
Oh,
buffet.
you want to see a buffet that'll make you swear off buffets? When we did the vending inside the big Tyson food plants, the meat packing plants, they had their cafeterias were buffet style, and those guys would come off the cutting line with just meat hanging off of their chainmail gloves, and they would be scooping casserole out with just meat hanging. You see that once, and you're like, I'm done. I'm never eating at a buffet again, ever. Like, it was so gross in those places.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
wow,
like-
dude, wild.
That sounds gross. That was a wild time, man. We went, so when COVID hit, my dad, he was diagnosed with brain cancer. And we pretty much knew in 2019 that he wasn't going to make it, you know. In September, we found out that he only had a few months left. And so in March of 2020, we went to St. George Island for 3 weeks and stayed down there. We took my dad and mom because he wanted to go down there and stay in the house that they always went down there and stayed in, their favorite house down there. And so we took them down there, and we was down there for 3 weeks. During that time, now this is absolutely nuts. During that time, the toilet paper pandemic hit. You know, we stopped at every single Dollar General we could find on the way home to grab toilet paper, because everybody at home was hollering about, you better come home with toilet paper because there ain't none here in the store. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's because the dumb thing is if people hadn't have done that, probably would have been fine. At least here it would have been. And I'm sure in bigger cities it was rougher, but
I'll drag my ass across my front lawn yard to clean off before I'll fight somebody over toilet paper. That whole thing was ridiculous.
It was.
Dude,
I thought it was.
I watched my mom raise my sister on those cloth diapers, so
Yeah, we'd figure it out.
we'd make it.
Yeah, we come
No.
home. Went
I
on
think
vacation.
that whole conversation started with, that's the only thing I missed from the pandemic was it seemed like the days were longer. Seemed like time slowed down, and maybe it was just because you couldn't.
It did.
Maybe
It was
time
it
did
was
slow
kind of a
down.
great reset for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, even here where we weren't totally closed down, it was still. I guess one of the things I appreciate most is people tend to stay a little further. Like, personal space got bigger during that time.
Yeah.
And I really like that. Like,
Hey, Brad,
you
you said
keep the 6 foot rule. I like it.
Do
Brad,
I?
you said something about going out and sitting by the fire pit at night. Do y'all do that every night?
No, but like right now, we've been doing it about 3 days a week here. And when I say go by the fire, it's usually like 7:30 or 8 before we go out there. But
Bring the marshmallows.
no, we just sit there, talk.
And you gotta have
We-
marshmallows.
As it gets colder, we'll do it more. But we got
When the kids were home, we don't so much do it anymore.
Marshmallows?
Sit by the fire pit.
a patch of woods here as part of our property.
You gonna set them on
And
fire?
we have trails through it, and they're all the time got limbs laying across it. So we could literally just burn stuff every night. It seems like.
Yeah, we could go light garbage on fire in the driveway when my youngest lived at home, and she'd get the marshmallows out and go out. She didn't let a fire go to waste. But we don't really do that much anymore since they moved out. It's just me and Teresa. Well, just us and the dumb pets.
What's that cat doing?
He's something. I'll tell you what, that kitten life ain't for everyone. He's definitely an ornery little shit. He's gonna bite you every time you pick him up. He's gonna bite you when you don't pick him up. And then we got 2 dogs. We can't let him run yet because the small dog, the poodle, she's fine with him. Like I think they'd be just fine. But the bigger dog, the bordoodle, he's just waiting for his chance to chomp that cat in half. And we try to keep them separate, but where they could see each other and smell each other. But I don't know if he's ever going to grow out of that. Like he really wants a hold of that cat. So we'll see.
That's not good.
No, well, we may just have to keep doing this till that cat's big enough to whip him.
Right.
I know he wouldn't mess with some of our outdoor cats. If he ever got loose and ran up and barked at him, they'd whip him. And he is a big coward. I think one good swipe to the nose and he wouldn't touch a cat again. But she's got to be big enough to do it, or he. Right now, he's so tiny. He could just put a paw on him and kill him right now.
Look at this. Look at this. I gotta find it. Look at that. See?
Cat does not like you, Teresa.
You and Tanya sound just alike.
You should see
Right?
my legs.
The cat
She just
does
doesn't
not like
love him. It's not. She don't love him enough.
She don't
Yeah.
like him.
Like Tanya's getting to the point where she's like irritated about it. Last night we're sitting there and he's doing his thing, and then he comes over and sits on my arm and goes to sleep. And she's like, "Why? Why will he just sit in your lap and love on you, but he won't do that with me?" I was like, "Because he can feel your nervous energy. You want it too bad.
They're good judges of character.
You got to play hard to get."
Well, ours right now, whenever it's out in the living room with us, it's in a little playpen, like a little octagon playpen with a zipper top on it. It's like a mesh playpen. He's in there, so the dogs can see him and sniff him, and they can run around together. But they can't get at him. So right now, it's between there and the big bathroom is really the only 2 spots he gets to kind of get out and run around. Because we can't let the dogs get at him. So he doesn't get there. Every once in a while, we'll lock the dogs up, just let him run around, but he doesn't get a lot of chance to just randomly attack you. He's not out with us enough.
No, he's on when I'm on the shitter.
Yeah, he's out free in the bathroom when Teresa goes to the bathroom. And that's when he attacks her. But I guess if every time you came in my house was to take a shit, I would attack you too.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't know. Those kids are ornery as hell, though. When they get going, they're just biting and clawing, and they're too little to club them.
You know this hat brand, Chris? Just a second, let me get the.
Another kid to play with? No, he's got 2 dogs to play with. We just got to get him to where they won't kill him. What is that tag?
Trying to figure out. I think it says pro style, but
Yeah, I think that's what it says. Hey,
what's
you got
what's the underneath part?
I don't know, is that elder?
Here, hold on. Let me make you big.
By
Oh,
Joey. Why? So why is it easier to see there than it is like looking at it in person? I think pro style.
Hold on
by
one
Joey,
second, Brad.
maybe?
Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move.
Josie?
Give me one
Josie,
second.
maybe?
Don't move. Don't move. Boom. All right. I got it. Hold on. What is this tag?
Is that a Michigan hat?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Those sell.
Got a year on it?
No.
This tag is from the streetwear brand Pro Standard. The logo in graffiti style text with blackish underneath is one of their design marks. Pro Standard is known for making high quality licensed sports apparel, NBA, NFL, NBL, hats, jackets, and clothing with bold patches embroidered in urban streetwear style.
I think that's by
Is
Joe.
this a vintage tag?
Yeah, vintage pro style by Joe. It's Joe. That wing off on that is just the end of the E. So it's not Joe E or Joe Z.
Just Joe.
Just Joe.
It
Joe
says
Campbell.
no, that Pro Standard tag is not vintage. Pro Standard is a fairly modern streetwear brand that's launched in the mid 2010s.
Hey,
They
you know who we
focus-
missed today?
They
We didn't have
focus
Scott today.
the graffiti style Pro Standard tag you're seeing is one of their newer brand elements, not something from the 90s or early 2000s.
Maybe, but these things sell pretty good.
Yeah, they sell pretty good.
Every Michigan hat we've ever, Michigan and Notre Dame, every time we bring one of those in, they sell.
Somebody sold Mississippi Rebels one of these hats for $65.
Ooh.
Nice.
Longhorns one is 35.
Oh, Brad, did you hear what happened about my Pittsburgh Steelers hat?
No, I didn't hear the story. What happened?
Okay, so the buyer claimed that they never received the item, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, well, so I filed a extension last week with eBay through today to so I can get it solved, because the post office was telling me the item was delivered, but it was misscanned. Well, last Friday or one point last week, the post office investigator told me they couldn't find the hat that they asked the person that the hat was delivered to, and they told them that they never got the hat. Well, of course that's going to happen, because they're saying, you know what I mean? So anyway, I says, okay, no problem. So today I was attempting to file a claim on the hat with the USPS, because today was a deadline and I was going to have to file the claim. And then once the claim was accepted, I was going to refund the buyer his money, because I was going to get my money back through the claim. While I was doing the claim, and I was having problems with it because I kept having to start over. While I was doing it, I got an email from eBay saying the case was filed in my favor, and they were releasing my funds back to me. Ain't that crazy? And I checked the item and it's still not delivered.
I keep saying eBay will take care of it.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't on that other one, but
Yeah, they didn't on that other one for sure.
probably how you handled it.
Well, I didn't fuss at nobody. I don't know. Did I? I don't know. I don't remember.
Maybe I did.
Brad, do you remember Tommy Maddox?
The pitcher?
No.
I know that name.
Denver
What do you
Broncos quarterback.
Okay, well, I don't remember him as a quarterback. I remember the name, though.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of Greg Maddox.
That's Greg Maddox. Yeah, I just got his football card, his rookie card.
Is it worth anything? Because I don't remember him as a quarterback.
There's no soul comps on here for it, so I guess not. It's okay. I'm not in the mint section. I'm in the excellence section right now.
You have two that are not.
Two that I have that are not on here. So that's probably why they didn't sell.
So, like, I only list, like with the cards, the only way I list them near mint is if they're fresh out of the pack. If I've had them for a while, or I don't know if they're fresh out of the pack, I just list them in excellent condition. If the corners are good condition and the card looks good. But if it looks like soft corners and stuff like that, then I will list it in the next condition down. I think it's like very good or something like that. Carl Pickens.
Oh, Chris, do you want to edit my video for me today? I'll send it to you.
Ooh, man, I don't know if you want me to do that or not.
I saw Tech going to have somebody editing his.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Hey, did y'all make a bet that I was going to have a video this week or not?
I don't think we did. I would have bet against it.
What?
Are you gonna have one?
You ain't having no video.
No, last Thursday, didn't y'all make a bet that I wasn't going to put a video up or something?
I mean, it sounds like something we would do, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, I still haven't done it. I was going to do one about the items you can get out of dumpster dive and what they
Oh, that's
do.
right. Yep.
Yeah,
I think
still
we
have.
did bet against that happening.
Yeah, yeah.
Who owes me money?
I don't know, and it's not going to get done because I got to go to Georgia tomorrow. So it's
We
not
got to
going to
do a lot of things tomorrow. What's wrong with today? Do it today.
get. We're working.
No, you're not. You're playing with cards. That's your hobby. You said so.
Yeah, YouTube's my hobby too.
That's true. Mine too. And I waste a lot of time on that hobby.
Right. I wish the hobby would take off.
I have no interest in it taking off. It does exactly what it needs to do for us. I wish it was a little less work.
What you
But
think about that text I sent you earlier?
Send me?
Yeah, remember that text that I did send it to you, didn't I?
Probably. Let me look. Yep. I saw that. Congrats.
Ain't that awesome?
That is awesome. I never got that deal. That's
Yeah,
good. I'm glad. Came at a good time.
Huh?
Came at a good time.
Yes, it did. I showed Tammy, and she's like, "Man." I says, "I know it," and she says, "Just in time for Christmas." I said, "No." I said, "We got other stuff to do. What are you talking about?"
Yeah, we got to buy more sports cards.
Right? Yeah, I gotta buy more sports cards. We gotta buy more materials for videos. See, that's what Carrie has got going on. See, Carrie, TikTok pays for his sports cards.
Here's one of our projects for today, Chris. Let me show you. We have an empty tote here. We have that pile of empty totes.
Y'all
We
gonna
have
be
that-
going to the dump. Y'all gonna be
that
going
pile
to the dump and throwing
of
empty
empty
totes
totes.
away.
We have that pile of empty totes. And we have that pile of empty totes.
Y'all don't have any inventory left.
That's not even our inventory totes. That's just from buying lots. So all those totes need to come out of here and get taken over to the other building so that we can have room to walk again in here.
That's nice. That's kind of a.
That is a lot of totes. And
Yeah.
a lot of those are from the Star Wars buy, but they're just from buying bulk buys.
And you can see I cleared out that floor of all that stuff that was sitting there.
Nice.
It's all
It's way too clean in there, Brad.
those are all empty now.
Do you have a place you put your empty totes?
Yeah, I'm gonna put them out in that building that we got, that extra building for now.
That's what we're doing too.
I do. I put them out by the road every so often and give a bunch away. So, I got
do that out here.
let's see. I got a picture of that buy. Let me see if I can. Speaking about totes made me think of it. Let's see.
Teresa just hauled two more totes of Star Wars stuff in here with her.
There it is.
Oh my God.
What is that?
That's that buy that I'm probably, if it works out, I'm gonna go pick up next week.
Woof.
Good Lord, y'all be listing stuff for the rest of your life over there.
That's about the equivalent of,
That'd be awesome. That's a whole eBay store there.
yeah, that trip we made to Virginia, and then that trip we made to Iowa. So like if one of those big ones, there's like 7 of those loads in there. Probably about 7 or 8.
Are you going to drive there and get a U-Haul to drive back, or what are you going to do?
Probably. I don't know if I want to drive my father-in-law's van that far. He's got a van. The van that we drove to Iowa would fit it.
Oh, it would fit that much?
I think so. Yeah.
Hold on, you drove to where?
Iowa.
Iowa. Davenport, Iowa. But yeah, I don't know. There's part of me's like dreading going and getting it, and then part of me's like that's if we made one of those buys a month, that's seven months worth of stuff. But
Shit, if you made 2 of those buys a year, you'd be in good shape.
yeah,
How much is
Yeah.
that buy, Brad? If you don't mind me asking.
1,500,
Woo.
which
a good
is
Do they
like.
have individual pictures and stuff?
Let
Or?
me put that in perspective. That Virginia load that we went and picked up was 1,200 with the Star Wars stuff and the Jurassic Park stuff that we got, and then the Iowa one was 600. So
But what I'm saying though is
It's a
the
good buy.
so if you drove out there to get it, how much would you be in for it? All of it with the drive and all that.
with the gas and everything, if I take my father-in-law's van, we'd probably be in. I'm gonna guess $2,000 by the time we hoteled a couple of nights and.
All right. So with that
Yeah.
said,
If I have to rent, I got an estimate for like a Penske truck. My local Penske place actually could get me a deal that was better than driving out there, switching into something else and driving back. So their deal was actually cheap, but it's still that would be like tax and everything is going to be like $1,300, maybe a
Yeah.
little less.
Could U-Haul do any better?
I don't think so. That they gave me a really good deal on that Penske truck, so it's just a local guy here.
You're taking the Penske truck.
I don't know.
So what? I guess what I'm trying to ask though is
I'll be $3,000. I'll probably be $3,000 to $3,500 all in if I rent something and do it that way.
All right.
I think it's time for Brad to buy a box truck.
Yeah.
But
So
yes and no. But also I look at it like this: it's like if I made 2 of those trips a year and I spent $1,300 or $1,400, but I had no maintenance on a vehicle the rest of the time, it's like
You don't maintain them; you just let them break down and fix them on the road.
yeah.
Well, I'm just wondering,
You're right.
Is the money there for it? I mean,
Oh God, yeah.
Oh yeah, like that. I hadn't looked. I think the last thing Tanya told me about the one trip we made to. She's got the numbers on her computer, but the Virginia trip, and we still got stuff to list out of that too. But I think we should listed like $7,000 or $8,000 worth of stuff. So, and that's not including the Jurassic Park stuff. We sold the Jurassic Park stuff. I think we made $600 off of that. And I haven't put any of the Star Wars stuff up yet. I still got it just sitting in there in case I want to look at it for a while.
I was didn't get it for a while.
But yeah,
There's
I mean,
gotta be grand in this lot.
yeah, there's so much there. The price per piece probably be less than a penny.
Really?
Well, when
So
there's
you've actually seen the actual photos of the stuff that's in it.
no, that's my photo I've got right now. So,
I don't even do Playmobil, but if I saw that lot locally, I'd go pick it up.
yeah, yeah.
So you're going off of that one picture?
At the moment, yeah. We're gonna make better plans at the end of the week, but yeah, at the moment.
Have you
That's all
contacted?
honestly, if there are 75 totes full of Playmobil, the ones that he's showing us there, it doesn't matter what's in them. It'll be worth it. So
Okay.
I've done enough of these buys now that we just know that. So
I just hope it ain't no scam or nothing like that.
How far would Chris drive for 75 totes of Keurigs?
Well,
I don't
it depends on the price.
but yeah, so there is always that quote unquote scam thing. But if I get to see the Rocky Mountains out of it, we just consider it a vacation. So, which we haven't taken one in several years. So.
Well, if you're going that far over, you're probably going to buzz through Interstate I-90 up here. You'll be driving pretty close to us.
Yeah, I think that's I looked at it. If we go through like St. Louis and that way, that's the shortest way, and I think it is Interstate 90 if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
For last leg of the trip, pretty much.
Yeah, you'll go all the way through South Dakota and through the
Dude.
Black Hills, and if you do,
Hit
let
us
us
up.
know.
We'll go to lunch with you.
If it works out that I got a window of opportunity that we can still get the
Cross my
van.
finger.
Appreciate it.
Hey, if nothing else, hit the drive-through in Sioux Falls, and we'll do the same, and we'll just drive next to each other on the interstate.
Yeah.
We'll get some good footage, and then we'll split off.
I
That's
definitely am
fun.
gonna film this trip. I filmed the last one too, but
Oh,
Are you going to film it?
for that YouTube channel you don't post on?
yeah.
Right.
You know, I've been thinking about it. Of course, you know, the possibility of making money on a YouTube channel is just, you know, that's a pipe dream. I feel like. I mean, it's not that
enough money to make it worthwhile.
But one of the things I think a channel could be good for, like in a situation like I'm in, is I feel like it could open up some opportunities to make some deals and get some and pick up some stuff. And so that, to me, that's one of the reasons I would want to do a channel. You know, there's a couple of reasons, just personal reasons I want to do one, but I feel
we just bought a lot of stereo views that somebody that just happens to know that we're into that said,
Yeah.
hey, I'm going to list some of these. Do you want them? And then we made a
You
deal
know-
on those. So it does do that.
and I feel like the narrower the scope, like being that most of our stuff is Playmobil, it'd make it even easier for people to be like, hey, I got a load.
Come on, Todd.
Brad, here's something else that you could possibly venture into if you're interested in it. Like TikTok. Whenever you know how Tanya, she makes them scenes with your Playmobil figures and stuff. Like you could take that first picture and post it on TikTok with some kind of theme music or whatever for it, and just post stuff like that. And man, people will watch stuff like that.
Oh yeah. I've thought about that too. There's this commodity that I don't have as much of it as I want.
Time.
It's called time.
Yeah.
And, there's no shortage of good idea. I'm drowning in good opportunities over here.
Well, that lot is probably the opportunity you should focus on.
Yeah.
Home.
That's why it's taking precedence. That's all I can think about. I'm just thinking logistics of it. And
I'd go buy another Star Wars lot like we just got tomorrow if I could find one. And I would drive to go get it because this one turned out to be a home run, even though we lost all the good pieces.
yeah,
It still turned out to be a home run. That's another one.
I sold my other two the other
Yeah.
day.
We just sold 2 of these, and she just found another one. I don't know if you can see it.
sweet.
How much?
I think it was like $15-20.
Yeah, it's not a lot, but we sold 2 of them that we shipped today.
But it's still, yeah.
But that's the kind of stuff in that Star Wars lot. There's a ton of like $10, $12, $15 stuff, but we got thousands of pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the thing about doing like these big loads like this, it just gives you just get more and more confidence as you do them.
Yep.
Like if like I'm thinking about this, like it's almost overwhelming thinking about that much stuff, but it's like it's really no different than what we've been doing. It's just more of it. And so thankfully I've been working on this system to sort of get stuff in here where we can actually work with it. So
I'm kind of getting a process down on the ephemera store too now, where I know I've got to bring in a couple hundred stereo views or 500-600 postcards, and I'm getting to where I know about how long it's going to take me to list them, and I'm not even sorting them anymore. I just have boxes. Like tomorrow I'm going to have to come out here and scan and photograph enough to get me through all of next week's listings, which is probably going to be a couple thousand listings for next week. Or no, it won't. It'd be about 800 listings for next week is what I'm going to have to get ready for photos. But I've got such a system for it now to where it doesn't take long to do. I just grab the one tote. I know what I need. I pull them, photo them, and put it back.
there's some things that let's see if I can find it. like this is something that we do a little different than. Just a second. Just a second. So like this train set
Oh yeah.
is a pretty good one to get. And of the stuff that we've gotten, this is one of the ones from Iowa. Of the stuff that we've gotten, this one was actually complete. It was complete. It's like we rarely get stuff that's complete, but even with that, it's like the way we do it, it's better almost to sell this stuff up. We can make more money by selling it off individually. Plus, you don't have to ship this big honking box. But we've already sold. You sold the track out of this the other day, right?
So no, those were the straight tracks. This has curved tracks. I sold
yeah,
the
this one's all
figures.
curved.
I sold the 2 figures. Hey,
Yeah, but just the figures. How much did those figures go for?
$39.99.
Yeah, like $40 for those 2 figures,
And a few accessories.
and a few like all the little accessories that you see with the figures right there.
Yep.
That right there, that all went for 40.
Yeah, I think I'd part it out too.
Yeah,
Especially when you guys are set up, like you're kind of set up perfect for parting that stuff out.
yeah,
It's kind of like those Lego shops I see where they don't sell the sets of Legos; they sell individual bricks.
yeah,
Just got rows of like bins. These are all my white 3-tab bricks and white 4-tab bricks, and they do really well just parting them out and selling brick by brick rather than.
yeah. I watch a lot of those channels as well. There's these guys called Just a Brick in the Bucket,
Might
and
have seen that one.
I've been following their channel for like several years. Well, since before COVID, and
Got an impressive amount of Legos, and like they probably have enough Legos to build every set there is. They've just got them all piecemealed into the bins.
Yeah. They do. And they were in California, and they started out, there was 3 of them, and then they bought the one guy out.
Spider,
I know it's sealed.
little bastard.
I'm gonna have to open it and sell it.
I've got some Star Trek stuff that's like that. It's like there's bugs inside the packaging. So
Yeah, it's a sealed bubble
I don't think
package, and there's a spider in there.
yeah.
Now we gotta open it.
But yeah, those guys, they started off in California, and there was 3 of them, and I think they bought the one friend out. And then here this year, the two guys have now moved to, I think they moved to Grand Rapids, Michigan. They bought out, there was another big Lego seller there. I can't remember what his name was. I've heard it before though. And he has like this big, huge warehouse.
Yeah.
They bought him out, so they moved all their stuff from California, and which they had a lot of stuff. And then to go with his stuff, they doubled, probably tripled the size of their store with that acquisition.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and but those guys are
That business though. When you open a drawer and it's piece A13 out of a Playmobil or whatever, and you have 40 of them in there, you just update your quantities every time.
yeah, exactly. And that's where I actually got the idea for.
But I'm gonna have to open it and sell it. You open.
That's where I got the idea to actually from watching those guys to use the
scanner.
Yeah, it's like I just never had looked into it. I'd thought about it, but never looked into it. And they actually had where they showed their whole system for their inventory and all that. And it's like, well, that's simple enough. And you can create your own. I create my own barcode. So
Yep. At one point we built barcode scanner apps for a warehouse when I was an application developer for a small company, and it's not as complex as it sounds. Barcodes are such a simple thing to work with, and you can print your own.
yeah, it's nice. Like we got those. You can see those little totes down there on the end.
Yep.
That wall of totes, and we got more of them. Like every one of our racks has got some of those totes on them, but they've got little they got little collections in them like that, you know.
Yeah.
And this is an older one. This is an older one, so they don't have the barcode. But you know, she'll just list up a whole bunch of those, and she'll go back and scan the thing, scan the tote it goes in. So makes it super simple for her. It's one of those pesky changes that I talked her into making. That I bet if she had to go back and manually inputting that stuff, she'd realize how much time it actually saved her.
Time for dinner. It is 4:30 here.
Ain't that right? Oh, she's just gonna laugh. She's not gonna say you're right. Right? She's not gonna say. She'll shake her head, but you're not. The public will never hear her say yes.
I have gotten Teresa to say yes publicly a few times. She's laughing at me.
What? She's laughing at you.
Every now and then, I'll read her. And the only thing I want her to say is, "Can you tell them?"
To join that flammable.
Hey, I asked you. See, trying to change the subject like nobody heard.
I wasn't listening.
I say every now and then I'll get her, and when I do, I only want her to say one phrase, and that phrase is, say it.
You were right. That was wrong.
Did y'all hear that?
I heard it. We're pushing 4 hours, Chris. You think we ought to get out of here?
Sure, we can.
I gotta go edit a video.
Yeah, you got work to do other than here. You sure? Why not?
I did my work for here today. I finished. Teresa helped me, and I got done early.
Nice. That's awesome.
All right. Well, we'll wrap it up. Thanks everybody that showed up today.
Yeah, we'll see you Thursday night. Those of you want to come by and visit us.
They don't want to do that, but yeah. All right.
They won't see us
Good.
again anyway.
We'll see you guys later.
All right.